surgical-grade stainless steel micromesh is fine enough to block even tiny debris like pine needles and pollen, while still letting rainwater flow through. Leaf Filter works so well, it's backed by a lifetime warranty. Plus, when you go to leaffilter.com/block, you'll get a free gutter inspection and up to 30% off.
Wow. So no more climbing that ladder.
How do I sign up?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/block for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/block for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/block.
My uncle's Maytag washer lasted over 37 years. His motto, buy once, cry once. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello. When I started A1 Garage Door Service, I thought about my uncle's Maytag. Most garage door springs get about 10,000 cycles or 3 to 5 years. Our Max Life springs last over 100,000 cycles. That's a minimum of 30 years. From repairs to upgrades, call A1 Garage Door Service today or schedule online at a1garage.com.
A1 from day one.
You made it through the holidays, but that constant sniffle might be more than just a cold. Trouble breathing, allergies, sinus infections? That's where Aspire Allergy and Sinus comes in. You're busy, and who has time for allergy testing and weekly shots? At Aspire, we make it easy with same-day results and a personalized treatment plan built just for you. Skip the meds that only mask symptoms. Aspire offers real solutions so you can breathe easier and feel better for good. Visit AspireAllergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied, it's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria. And of course, American touches, like a sports bar and water slides. Bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now and cruise from $199 plus up to $500 onboard credit and kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at thenicklygroup.com. Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Monday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that, as we do every single day. And we do have a good program set up for you this afternoon. We will get you caught up on what's happening in the world. Deb will do that around 3:20 with JCS News. 4 o'clock hour is just you and us.
Oh.
Just a whole bunch of you and us.
Oh, lucky.
5 o'clock hours trivia. We'll end it up with sports with our buddy Brandon Kravitz. Ray Trendley from TK Law will drop by. And you heard it here first. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the show. I'm Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
407-916-1041. That's how you call us. Text us easily at 77031. Find us on social, Instagram, and Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. On X, just at Jim Colbert Show. And all day, every day at JimColbertLive.com. There you can check us out on YouTube. If you want to get involved with our question of the day and watch this show as we do it, that's easy. RealRadio.fm/watch takes you right to this panel. You can do that as well. Grab us on your iHeartRadio app if you'd like to send a talk back while you're there. Make it your number one preset as well. Just grab that app and go right there. You'll see that microphone. Send your comment over to Jack, and we can get you on the air. And it doesn't matter what you want to talk about. A lot of people wait for us to bring something up, but if you have something in mind that you want to just kind of spit, you can do that. And we'll do our best to give you an answer.
We welcome your participation.
Yes, we do. How was your weekend, guys? Everybody good?
Good, yeah.
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 Productive.
Yeah, good.
Football. It was a football weekend.
Man, let me tell you something. I was just talking to BK, Brandon Kravitz. He'll be in here a little bit later this afternoon to talk some sports. I think the only thing worthy of really talking about in the world of sports was the NFL weekend, which was absolutely fantastic.
I wouldn't go that far.
My pregnant daughter and her boyfriend came over to the house on Sunday. And I was just telling Brandon, he's like, well, what'd you guys do? And I said, this is exactly what we did. This is it. You ready? We ate, then we napped, and then we ate. And then we napped and we ate and we napped, and the soundtrack of that was NFL football from 12 until about 9:30 last night.
That to me is
you're spoiling this boyfriend.
Yeah,
by the way.
Exactly.
Oh my God, dude!
Can we go to your dad's house?
We had so much food, like spatchcock chicken.
Hey.
Mojo marinade, pulled that off the bone for tacos that we made on the Big Green Egg. Buffalo chicken dip, grilled wings, man, we killed it. God almighty. This is as much as I've eaten like all weekend. This is as much as I've consumed for a football weekend in a while. It was embarrassing. I felt bad about myself.
Well, I mean,
I got
it's
over it,
cold out. You got to put a new layer of fat on.
Anything else, guys? Anything? I know that, it's funny. We haven't really talked about your wedding much, and it is going to be here before we know it.
Shush.
Like, what has that prep been like? We haven't really talked about it. Have you been busy doing that?
Very, yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot, especially if you just handle it by yourself.
It is a lot. It's like, what do we do next?
Yeah.
What do we?
Oh, yeah.
What do we do now?
But your fiance is an event planner.
I know. Come on, babe.
But he's also a dude.
Yeah.
And dudes have a hard time. He's a wrestling dude. I mean, dudes
good point.
have a hard time kind of understanding the value of some of that stuff to women. We understand it's important, but when it's not culturally shocking for us as dudes. We're there. We're ready to have a good time. We're ready to get married. We're ready to support you and be part of your life for the rest of ours. But man, when it comes down to what flower should be where or whose aunt should be sitting with your aunt, we don't care.
Well, he is going to care.
Yeah.
So this weekend we met with the pastor and went to the church and showed mom the church. Kind of did a little bit of a
like a recon,
like an on the fly rehearsal. Kind of walked through the ceremony, what we're going to be doing that day, and then after that met with Chelsea over at the Mount Dora Yacht Club. What a beautiful, beautiful spot!
Oh yeah, dude, it's good.
And so at one point I had said to him, "Okay, what's the color scheme for the wedding?" He went, purple and green.
Purple and green. Is it Mardi Gras?
I was like, nope.
Yeah.
Black and gold.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask.
It's lavender, sage, and cream.
Oh, that's a great color choice. Good job.
Thanks.
Yeah, really nice. Sage and cream was my daughter's baby shower.
Oh, really?
Yeah, very cool. Those colors are very in right now.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's the little things. It's the details. It's the parking. Overnight accommodations. All of that stuff. So.
Yeah, and it's a lot when you're doing it yourself. You don't have like a crew of people, helping. It's just you and your husband, right? And your mom.
Oh, and my best friend. So yeah. My maid of honors are really coming through as much as they can. It's just a lot of details.
Yeah, it is. Well,
And I really just want to say, hey, be here at 3. We're going to say a couple of words, and then we're going to have some pizza and some drinks, and then take your happy ass home.
Pizza? Oh, is it going to be pizza?
No.
Oh my God,
not.
that would have been the ballerest move of all time. Like, I'm all about the pizza world. I'll throw in 100 for the pizza if you want to do that. I'll even contribute just to save you money because I know it's so damn expensive to get married anymore.
It is.
I wonder if like if people who are in that generation, like maybe 25 or younger right now, and they're just in that mode, maybe where they're with somebody and considering that, if the wedding thing is still as valuable to younger people in our audience as it is to the people who are a little bit older in the audience. If it still has that same thing, because man, I see more of these young people just be like, we're saving money. If you look at the stats are saying younger people now are buying smaller homes.
Right.
Their financial,
if they can buy one at all.
Their financial footprint is way smaller. They're investing their money in experiences. And I wonder how many people are going to be going for this,
trying to do, we're trying to keep the guest list so that we'll know everyone in the room.
Right, yeah.
Because one of the worst things is when it's just full of strangers.
Yeah, that's not what you want for sure.
No, you don't want to be meeting new people on your wedding day.
Unless they're all loaded and it's a wedding gift time, then you just bring on the strangers.
And therein goes another thing, too. I mean, what do we need to register for?
Yeah, I know. Just ask for cash.
We already have
Everybody
a
knows.
toaster.
Yeah, just call it the what do you call it? The honeymoon fund.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
Exactly.
Just put a big barrel out there and just write Fiji on it and just throw money in there.
You don't have a toaster like this, though.
Oh, shut up, Jack. You don't have a coffee maker like that. All right, 407-916-1041. By the way, check is your 3 o'clock keyword. We're back at it with money, CHECK. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Check is the word, guys. Go out there and get that.
Yeah, those are back.
Yeah, the keywords are back, but I know right now the website says servers are down. As soon as it comes back, you'll be able to enter.
Very nice. I got a question for you guys. Not a crazy one, just a simple question. I was in the grocery store this weekend, and you guys can text in 77031. You can leave talkbacks if you'd like, because we don't really take the calls as much anymore. But I do want your opinion on this. I was at the store yesterday buying stuff for lunch with the kids, right? And I went to one aisle, and it was the grocery store. This could be any store. It doesn't really matter. I went to one aisle, and I thought to myself, I need to pick that up. And it was, I make a dessert my daughter loves called sticky mango rice.
Right.
And it's basically rice cooked with coconut milk and sugar, and then mango, and then a little sauce also made from reduced coconut milk, sugar, and a little bit of vanilla, right? It's simply absolutely delicious. Absolutely. It's my daughter's favorite. It's her favorite dessert of all time. And I'm standing there in the aisle, and I was like, I wonder if I have sushi rice. It's got to be short grain sushi rice to get that real gummy, sticky, to it. And I was like, I'll just buy one. I'll just buy one. So if I have one at the house, it won't matter because I use it all the time, right? What's that product for you guys? And what is the breaking point on that price? And I'll tell you why I know that. Here's why I know. Guess how many containers of onion powder I have at my house? I just saw this today. 6 is the answer.
Whoa, really?
Guess how many containers of cumin I have at my house?
4.
Pretty close to that. I think it's 3.5. How many half things of cinnamon do you think I have at the house? Or nutmeg? These are the things I have decided that it's cheaper just to buy it, even if I think I may have it, then go back to the store and get it once I get home.
Oh, hell yeah.
What are those for you? What is that? What's the breaking point price for that product for you? I figured it out for me. It's about $8. If it's only $8, I say only, but if it's $8,
right,
and I think there's a possibility I still have it at the house, I will still buy it for $8. If it's $10 or more, I won't buy it. I'll just take the chance and have to come back, and I don't know why. What is that for you guys? That item that you buy at the store, even though you're virtually certain you already have it at home, but it costs just enough where you're like, it doesn't matter, we'll use it anyway. Mayonnaise is another one. If I think I'm out of mayonnaise, or I don't know if I have mayonnaise, I will always buy mayonnaise because I will always know that we'll have a use for mayonnaise.
Coffee cream.
That's a good one.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, because I find happiness in backups and redundancy.
Exactly, right.
You should have worked at NASA.
Yeah. The if we're in one can of coffee, I like knowing there's a full one in the pantry.
Yeah.
When the full one gets moved up to the front lines, then I need another backup.
Yeah.
But that way we never run out.
Same
thing with coffee creamer.
Oh, really?
Big
Coffee
one.
creamer.
Big one.
Yep.
Toilet paper for me too. And the
And
the reason, and
toilet paper, coffee cream, and cigarettes.
And the reason
those are the 3 food groups.
Yeah.
RFK says so.
Yeah.
That's the new pyramid.
And the reason why is like I'll be at the store and I'll be like, man, I don't remember if we have toilet paper. But those are the dice you never roll.
No,
because you never want to be sitting there and go, OS. There's no toilet paper.
Where do I have to waddle to now?
Man, but it's so funny because when I look through my counters after I came to this epiphany that I do this quite often, I started looking through my pantry because I was just at the grocery store to see how often I did this. Chicken and beef stock. If I'm at the house, if I'm there and it's on BOGO, I will always buy chicken and beef stock because I use it so much.
I bet you too, right, Jack?
No on that. But I know my wife's item is frozen corn.
Frozen corn?
Yeah, and I know
use
this,
it with anything.
Yeah, she didn't tell this to me, but I had to make my dinner yesterday. So I'm like, what's in the freezer? And I start pulling things out. There were 6 bags of frozen corn. Wait. 4 of them were open.
Oh,
no.
Oh, that must have killed you.
You have no idea. I'm like, I can't text her.
Yeah.
It's a douche move to text her on this. I took a picture of it. I just buried it on my phone.
Yeah. and in your soul.
Yeah.
Phone and soul, bury it down.
I'm trying to lock away that box, but I'm having a hard time.
So black beans is also something we almost always, without question, have in our pantry. My entire family loves black beans, and at any time, you can make some rice and black beans and a chicken breast, and you have dinner, right? So
You are good to go.
The automatic yes is black, and almost always kidney beans too, because I make chili all the time. And I'm at the store and I'm standing there and I'm like, we're having black beans. Her boyfriend eats like a horse. So I was like, so I got one of the bigger small cans of black beans because I was virtually certain I had another one. Did not have it.
Oh.
So I buy black beans almost every time I go as well. Cilantro, stuff like that. I buy it even if I think it may rot just simply because it's $1. And I'm always certain I don't have any.
But stuff with expiration dates, I'm a little more iffy on, unless you know you're going to use it.
Well, yeah, sure.
Like coffee creamer, I'm good because I looked today. The coffee creamer I got, it doesn't expire until April.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I can have 2 backups.
Yeah, somebody just texted one that's one now, but now it's beyond the threshold, which is olive oil. Olive oil is beyond the threshold now because now it's like $18 or whatever for a thing of olive oil. So you can't just buy it because you think, even though you know you're going to use it, but that's a good one. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Got a bunch of fun stuff to talk about today. What do you have for news, Deb?
Well, the governor touts insurance relief ahead of the legislative session. Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd details a gang takedown and a week we can all celebrate, especially Jack.
Nice.
We'll talk about that and more coming up next during JCS News.
You got it. Don't forget it, guys. Check is your 3 o'clock keyword. That's CHECK. Go to realradio.fm and send that on for your chance at $1,000. Back with Deb's news and more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Real Music Weekends are Classic Alternative.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
You might run into some trouble this afternoon. Northbound and southbound lanes are slowing down on 417, the Greenway between Colonial Drive and 408. There's a crash getting cleared up there. The inside left lane's getting blocked. There's a crash getting cleared up on the ramp from Amelia Street to I-4 eastbound, I-4 westbound before Champions Gate. Stop and go. 2 left lanes are blocked there. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Duke's Mayo. Duke's, it's got twang.
This is the Duke's Country Song. It's a song about Duke's Mayo. It says here it's got twang. That sounds good. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
Need help navigating your will or trust? Visit OneFirmForLife.com today for your free consultation.
I'm a big lip gloss fan. And listen, I've tried so many different ones. Maybelline Lifter Gloss is definitely the one for me. No sticky feel, super hydrating. Maybelline Lifter Gloss has been one I've used forever, and I suggest you do too. Go find it at the Dollar General near you. Don't forget, it's Maybelline Lifter Gloss.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Angel from the Monsters. Are you looking for fresh pasta? The Neapolitan style pizza, you know, the Neapolitan style with the 00 flour and the perfect leopard charring. Come check out Antica Woodfire Pizza and Market in Altamont Springs. Come see why Antica was voted best Altamont Springs restaurant in 2025 by the Orlando Weekly. Come for their $10 Tuesdays and get a margarita pizza for just $10 on a Tuesday. Or join us for Wine Down Wednesday with half-price wine at dinner on Wednesdays. Antica Woodfire Pizza and Market in Altamont Springs. Just put Antica, A-N-T-I-C-A, Pizzeria in your phone's map to get the freshest pasta in Altamont Springs.
Start your engines. This January, the world's largest collector car auction returns to Kissimmee, Florida. Mecum Auctions brings 13 days of full-throttle excitement, iconic rides, and fun for the whole family. Mecum delivers the ultimate automotive experience. See thousands of classics, muscle cars, exotics, and more cross the block. Come experience Mecum Auctions live in Kissimmee, January 6th through the 18th.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Guys, you know what? If your T is low, you got low testosterone, it's time to get your edge back with Red Mountain Weight Loss. And if you get Red Mountain Weight Loss and get on testosterone therapy, they're going to give you 1 month of a GLP-1 weight loss medication for absolutely free. That's a $299 value. Hey, man, it's worth it. If you're getting older, it doesn't mean that you got to, feel old. Prescription testosterone restores your get up and go, and it'll have you feeling like you're 20 again. Gain more muscle and, less effort in the gym. You're going to feel better. You're going to sleep better, and you're going to love a little bit better, if you know what I mean. It's Red Mountain Weight Loss. Don't be fooled. Nothing boosts testosterone like actual testosterone. It's a game changer, and you're going to look better, and you're going to lose weight. And remember, you get a combo of testosterone and a GLP-1. It will burn that belly fat, and you're going to get ripped. So this month, get your free GLP-1 medication, a $299 value when you start testosterone therapy only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Book your video appointment today. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or dial pound 250 on your phone and say the keyword Red Mountain.
The real story in lab-grown diamonds is the outrageous markups other jewelers are charging for them.
That's Brian Stamey, Vice President of International Diamond Center.
Jewelry stores are marking up lab-grown diamonds as much as 800%. It's insane.
So instead of continuing to see customers overpay, IDC is changing the game.
For our customers, we have secured direct access to a wholesaler of fine quality lab-grown diamonds. Every size, every shape. IDC will facilitate the purchase at wholesale pricing directly from the grower. Look, we will always stand behind natural diamonds. But if a customer wants a lab-grown option, we can at least make sure they aren't being price gouged.
International Diamond Center.
For over 4 decades, IDC has stood for one thing above all, protecting our customers. No games, no inflated prices, just the diamond you want at the fair price you deserve.
So don't overpay. If you want a lab-grown diamond, come to IDC and save thousands. International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Mullet, Millennia, and Waterford Lakes. Online, shopidc.com.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast!
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZzzQuil Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZzzQuil Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
iHeartMedia presents the Fresh from Florida Groceries Giveaway. 50 lucky winners will each receive a $100 grocery voucher to indulge in Fresh from Florida goodness. Enter to win at iHeart.com/freshfromflorida.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Mistress Deb, I will almost always agree with you. I will squeal like a pig when you tell me to. But to a guy, lavender and sage, that's purple and green. Give the man credit.
Always.
Word. You tell him, sir. I agree 100%. But they do look lovely together.
They do. And someone texted us and said they went to a wedding this weekend. They're best friends. The color scheme was lavender and sage, and the reception was pizza.
Was it funny?
Yeah.
So my daughter's birthday, or baby shower was a couple weekends ago, and it was sage and cream. No purple, but everything was sage, and it was beautiful. I mean, it looks really elegant, classic together.
Yeah,
beautiful
absolutely.
Color. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I am Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
So is Jack.
Yeah.
Your 3 o'clock keyword is check. That's CHECK. Just slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Deb?
Yeah.
Let's get some news.
Okay.
It's time for JCS News.
Wow, has this guy got to put his name on everything?
It's in my contract, dude.
Here's the news on the Jim Colbert Show.
And JCS News is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. All right, the day before the start of the new legislative session, Governor Ron DeSantis is touting insurance relief for homeowners and drivers. DeSantis announcing home and auto insurance rates are dropping. For example, Citizens Property Insurance is reducing premiums statewide by an average of 5.6%.
That's not bad.
The statewide average will be 8.7% reduction. Of those, over 150,000 will see their rates drop by more than 10%.
I wonder if he meant to say rights or rates. Anyway, since 2019, Florida has passed 5 laws, 3 on tort reform and 2 on consumer protection in an effort to reverse insurance market instability. The 60-day session runs from January 13th through March 13th. All right, a new study is ranking the best places to live in Florida. It was put together by U.S. News and World Report using metrics like quality of life, value, desirability, and job market. Get this, the community of Alafaya in Orange County is considered the best place to live in Central Florida.
Wow, that's an interesting, man.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of weird where it is. I mean, you're near Waterford. You're also near the UCF area, which brings in that Oviedo area and kind of play. Yeah, it's actually a really nice area out there.
A lot of traffic there.
A lot of traffic out that way. You're right.
Now, Ormond Beach and the Villages also placed in the top 10. Parkland is number 1 statewide.
Wow.
All right. A federal trial opens today in Miami over a lawsuit challenging several political districts in South and Southwest Florida. The suit claims the 3 state house districts and 1 congressional district were drawn in a way that amounts to gerrymandering. Attorneys for the plaintiffs argue the boundaries are non-compact and dilute fair representation. The case comes as Governor Ron DeSantis plans a special redistricting session in April. And to that end, he thinks the state's attempt to redraw its congressional maps could lead to years of litigation. Yeah, that's what taxpayers want to hear.
Cheap. So cheap. Lawyers up there like what, $650 to $800 an hour or something like that?
No, not a problem. DeSantis was on Fox News last night to discuss redistricting, and he says he expects the legislature will pass a new map in late April, and he's going to sign it immediately. DeSantis adds he does anticipate legal challenges that could drag into 2028, but he doesn't expect the courts to strike down the map before the election this November.
Watch them try to stop us from cheating.
It's so gross. It is so gross. How about just let your policy stand?
Yeah.
Don't do this. And stop giving us an excuse like because the population is boom. Florida's population is built on booming. Get out of here with that. Come on, man. Get out of here with that.
Well, we do have finally an answer. Lieutenant Governor Jay Collins made his much-awaited entry into the Republican primary race for governor this afternoon.
Yep. He did. That's funny.
This afternoon.
I just saw a press conference where they asked DeSantis whether or not he was going to endorse him, and the answer was, well, he hasn't thrown his hat in the ring yet. And that was like this morning. So
he waited.
Yeah.
He waited. So the former state senator Ann Green Beret says he's running because, quote, leadership is forged in under pressure, not sound bites. End quote. Trump-endorsed candidate Byron Donalds issued a statement calling anyone who runs against him, quote, as an anti-Trump rhino, end quote, and quoted a poll showing Collins with single-digit support. Governor DeSantis appointed Collins but hasn't endorsed anyone in the race to succeed him.
Yeah. If I was running as a Republican in the state of Florida, I don't know if I'd want DeSantis' endorsement. I mean, do MAGA Republicans like that guy? I don't think MAGA Republicans like Ron DeSantis all that much. I don't know if that's a real big plus for you if you get DeSantis' endorsement as a candidate in Florida, even as a Republican.
See, but he won pretty largely in his last reelection. You know, how much of the Florida Republican Party is the MAGA Party?
I don't know. Enough of Florida's legislature is. Obviously, they've butted heads with this guy a bunch. So, I mean,
a whole bunch.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right. Cuba is taking action in response to President Trump's weekend post promising with no more Venezuelan oil or money, the island nation should make a deal, quote, before it's too late, end quote.
Cuba declared today a date of national defense. Even schools and university classes have been canceled so they can start training for a possible invasion by the United States.
So Cuban expert Dr. Andy Gomez thinks some in the Cuban inner circle may be willing to talk to the U.S., but hardliners like Raul Castro are not. Gomez says, unlike in Venezuela, the Cuban military remains intact, but he wouldn't be shocked if people take to the streets and protest. However, he doesn't expect the Cuban government to let residents leave like in the Mariel boat lift of 1980, and calls it a major mistake if they were to let it happen.
Yeah, there's no military presence in Venezuela right now, and the reports coming out of there from a number of reputable sources are saying that there are already paramilitary groups going through the streets looking for dissenters, checking their phones. There's internal or like messaging on social back and forth between Venezuelans saying delete your history on your phone, because they come and knock on your door and they look at your phone and you show messages or any intent of dissent to the government, that you're going to get pinned. They arrested 13 journalists like immediately after it happened. They did release them, but we have no force down in Venezuela, so the government is still being run by Maduro's regime.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think is going to happen in Cuba?
Right.
I
know. What chapter of Revelations are we in today?
I just don't understand the logic. If I could get a cogent answer to what the plan is, but it doesn't seem like there's a plan. It just seems like there's a bombastic move of some support and then hope that everybody else falls into place. And we saw that with the oil executives, where Exxon looks at them and says, it seems uninvestable to me. And then now the report is that they're going to leave Exxon out of any future negotiations because he simply told him the truth. He just simply said, look, man, they've already taken all of our infrastructure money twice in this country. Why would anybody risk putting their... And that if we do decide to do that, that means one thing. The United States of America will either have to have a complete and utter regime change from top to bottom, or boots on the ground monitoring those platforms at all times. That's an occupation of Venezuela.
Well,
did anybody think that was going to happen just for some oil? The worst kind, by the way?
No, it's for drugs. Speaking of oil and gas, Florida gas prices keep dropping. This is good news. AAA says the statewide average is now down to $2.67 a gallon. That's down 14 cents from last week, 18 cents from last month, and 45 cents from a year ago. Crude oil prices are moving the other direction, with U.S. crude closing Friday at $59.12 a barrel. That's up 3% for the week. The most expensive Florida markets, no surprise, are in West Palm Beach, Gainesville, and Naples, while the cheapest are in the Panhandle. All right, NASA's International Space Station crew will make an early return to Earth. The administration made that decision after one of the 4 crew members fell ill. They're reportedly in stable condition. So the crew's expected to return home this week, marking the first ever medical evacuation in the history of the ISS.
Wow, really?
And NASA as well. They've never had to cut a mission short because of a medical emergency in space.
You think the other 3 people are pissed?
Yeah. The skeleton crew being left just to make sure the damn thing's running.
How do you get sick? What happens? Is it like appendicitis or something? Do we know what it is?
We don't.
No, they won't tell us.
And actually, I heard earlier today, Fox 35 interviewed a former NASA astronaut who said we'll most likely never know, unless that astronaut themselves comes out and says, "This is what I suffered from. I saw my doctor. This is the prognosis." For HIPAA laws and everything else, NASA isn't going to want that information out there.
But it can't be anything external, right? Because they all eat the same thing. It's like whatever paste is on the menu that night is what they're eating. So and you can't get each other sick. You can't bring a cold or flu onto it because it's a contained environment.
What about a space bug?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. But it seems like it would be more something internal, like something that maybe the age of the person, like could be. If it was appendicitis, it's bad news because I mean you can deal with that for like 2 days and then you're donezo.
There is not one movie that takes place. All these documentaries about life in outer space. Not one of them where everyone is healthy all the time.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, Splashdown is currently set for Thursday morning off the coast of California. The crew, which is made up of 2 NASA astronauts, their Japanese counterpart, and a Russian cosmonaut, were supposed to return in mid to late February, but now they'll be coming home on Thursday. Florida law enforcement is sharing new details on a major racketeering case involving the Bloods-affiliated Sex Money Murder Gang. Attorney General James Uthmeyer joined Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd to announce a jury convicted Hernando Thompson, the gang's Florida leader, on charges including racketeering and directing criminal gang activity.
He's 40 years of age. His nickname is T-Murda. Does that tell you anything?
Hey, he's bad at nicknames. Yeah, they've been investigating this guy for a minute, I guess, and they have wiretap information of him actually ordering murders.
Yeah,
so,
apparently he wouldn't get his hands dirty, but he did order others to do the dirty work. Judge says the conviction follows a multi-agency investigation that began in 2021 and led to dozens of arrests, more than $1.5 million in drugs seized, and multiple firearms recovered. Thompson is being held in the Polk County Jail and will be sentenced February 20th and could face up to 5 life terms in prison.
Saw that today. That's a bad Monday.
That is. I mean.
That's a bad Monday. Just when you thought your week was going to start off okay, then you get that 5 life sentences. That'll sour your cereal milk.
Yeah, that'll frost those flakes. Which leads into the next story where someone probably thought they've gotten away with it. And it turns out, no, you didn't. A trial date has been set for a man accused of killing an 82-year-old Pinellas County woman back in 1987.
Get him!
Michael Lapnewski Jr. will go to trial on May 11th for killing Opal Wheel, who was found dead inside her home. The case went unsolved for more than 30 years.
Damn.
Until genetic genealogy testing, right, pinpointed Lapnewski. He was arrested in Mississippi in 2023.
Wow.
All right, this next story, there certainly is a special ring of hell in Dante's Inferno for this next person. An Okaloosa County woman, that's from up in the Panhandle, is accused of running an online fundraising scam. Maitland White of Crestview was arrested for online impersonation. Now, according to court records in Texas, she pretended to be the father of a teenage girl who died last year in a flood at Camp Mystic. And she's asked for money on GoFundMe and Spot Fund. Now, the girl's real father found out and called authorities. Investigators say White told them she's just a single mom looking for easy money. There's no word on just how much money she collected.
Is there a level of hell good enough?
That is.
I read that story today, and I didn't pull it for that very reason. I was like, I don't even want to talk about that. And the reason why is because how insidious is that?
Oh, I mean,
you're impersonating the father of someone who lost their child in a flood.
So that you could make easy money.
Right.
And you think saying that you're a single mom somehow makes that okay?
And all of that still isn't settled. Texas is still dealing with those families on how to negotiate all of that stuff. It's all still being investigated. And this woman's out there collecting cash on it. God damn. Man, I would not want that
karma.
What's that? Yeah, exactly. That karmic debt. I would not want that going into anywhere.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right, this next story. Lifeguards are credited with helping a paraglider in distress. Yeah, you think so? In Palm Beach County, a paraglider fell about 500 feet into the ocean Friday in Riviera Beach. Palm Beach County Ocean Rescue lifeguard Sarah Williamson saw it as it was happening, and she radioed for backup while she sprang into action. She and another lifeguard swam out to the paraglider, and a snorkeler went underwater to free him from the paraglide's
oh, my God. So not only did he fall 500 feet, he got tied up in the parachute under the water?
So, yeah, and that thing's just dragging him underneath the water after falling 500 feet.
What box do you have to check for that disclaimer? Oh, just in case.
Is there video of this?
Yeah.
But I'm curious about the parachute itself, right? It's a parachute that they're pulling by a boat?
Yeah, that paraglide thing.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it was just you're saying if it fell, he would have fallen first. It would have had to fall on top of him.
Yeah, so if it's like,
maybe
it had to cushion the fall, because 500 feet, even in the ocean, that's going to leave a mark.
It's going to be bad.
You can break a neck.
Yeah, it's going to be bad news, yeah.
So was the parachute working, and he just became disconnected, and just came straight down?
Or maybe the canopy blew out or split or something like that?
Well, Williamson says the snorkeler was a godsend, the one who went under the water to cut the lines. The paraglider, believe it or not, suffered only minor injuries, and Williamson tells WPTV falling 500 feet is an incredible thing to survive.
Yeah. Jack's right, though, because if the water's calm, it's even worse. That's why if you see these cliff divers or divers that jump, those stationary divers, they'll always throw like a rock or something into the water first.
Really?
You want to disturb the surface tension of the water so that when you hit, it's broken apart. That's why they do that. If you see the divers Like in the Olympics, they'll have those sprayers that spray out.
Right.
That's what they're doing. They're breaking the surface tension of the water so that when you enter the water, you don't have that.
You can see where it is.
Yeah, exactly.
With divers, they do that little spray, that ripple, so they know where the impact is happening. Because otherwise, you're looking straight through the bottom. You don't know where the water is.
Yeah.
Damn. Mm-mm. All right. It's for everyone this week, but I think of one person in particular who's going to celebrate it to the nth degree. Jack, that would be you.
Me.
And that's because this is National Pizza Week.
Oh, let's go.
Pizza Week. When have you heard of a food get an entire week?
Pizza deserves it.
It's deserved.
Yeah.
It really is.
Now, the National Day calendar says its origin is unknown, but it is celebrated from January 11th to January 17th.
Time to get fat, Jackson.
Research firm Technomic says consumer spending at the largest U.S. pizza chains totaled how much money in 2025? Again, research firm Technomic says consumer spending at the largest U.S. pizza chains totaled an estimated this amount of money in 2025.
So that's your Little Caesars, your Marco's, your Domino's,
your Pizza Huts.
the little Pizza Hut, stuff like that. I'll go $30.5 billion.
Haha. $50 billion.
Actually, it's $30 billion. So
Wow!
Yay! Good job, Jimmy.
Total stab. I did not see that story today at all.
You sure?
I promise you I did not.
I believe you.
That makes perfect sense, though. Jack, if you were to do your days of the week and have your pizza progressively get to the king pizza, like your Mount Rushmore pizza,
yes.
How does it start off? And do you have a non-red sauce pizza on your Mount Rushmore pizzas?
Not on the Mount Rushmore. I mean, I wouldn't mind eating one, but is
plain cheese is how he's always going to start.
But that's the king.
Yes,
And as much as I like to wreck Jack's balls about pizza, your Neapolitan pizza, your plain that is the king.
Yeah.
That should determine how good your pizza is across the board.
I'm a fan of meatballs. Let's go sliced meat, not ground beef.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Meatballs sliced. Also, sausage, peppers, and onions.
Can't lose.
That's a good time right there.
Yep. Are you a meat lovers guy at all ever? Are you straight? You don't like pepperoni?
Pepperoni's okay. I'm not. I know it's the most popular topping, and I think it's overrated.
Okay.
All right.
Does ham and pineapple make it into your repertoire?
I don't mind it. It's a different experience. It's not one of my top four. So who would the fourth be? Ugh,
well, while you're thinking about that, I'm going to tell you that Pizza Hut is selling their 16-inch Big New Yorker pizza for $10.
Yeah.
And the company has partnered with retired Super Bowl champ Tom Brady to promote that pie. Domino's is offering one-topping pizzas for just under $8.
Damn.
For carryout. California Pizza Kitchen is making a $5 pizza deal available to members of the CPK Rewards Loyalty Program.
Nice.
Back to you, Jack. Where are your remaining pizzas?
I don't know, but I do have the video of this guy falling.
Oh, you do?
Oh, man. Yeah, put it up there on the screen real quick so we can see that before we go to break. God almighty, that's so horrifying.
500 feet.
Oh, yeah. So what happened was the tether line that pulls him looks like it stopped. And then
so it's slowing him down.
Yeah. He still didn't hit it full impact. You're right.
Yeah, but still
nightmare world.
Oh, yeah. 500 feet, and you just see the ocean coming up, and you've got to...
I got to tell you, though, he's super lucky it went over the ocean, though.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
even falling that slow, he breaks his, he's breaking a whole bunch of stuff.
Well, not only that, we have that lawsuit of the mother and daughter who were killed while being dragged by a broken paragliding line. Ended up hitting like a dock or something.
It's so funny if you've never been to the islands anywhere, whether it be Jamaica or the Bahamas, and seen these guys do these things, I don't understand how anybody does it. It is a dude with his buddy in a fishing boat.
Yeah, that's basically.
And they are pulling you through, 300 feet in the air, and it's just a couple dudes on a Sunday.
But this
there's no license.
This happened off the coast of Florida.
Did it really?
Yeah, that's Riviera Beach. Yeah, exactly.
But Jack, you know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
When you go to the
Oh,
islands, it is like they were just conch fishing, and now they're pulling you 300 feet in the air with a parachute.
We got a rope around here. Well, this will work.
Yeah, exactly. Amen. No worries. And that concludes your JCS News.
Everything I need.
Why did it take me 26 years of life to hear your best ethnic impersonation, Jack? He never even takes a stab at any of the others, and all of a sudden he felt so Jamaican. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Check is your 3 o'clock keyword. That's CHECK. Go to realradio.fm and send that off for your chance at $1,000. Back in a sec.
Sure, AI can mimic empathetic emotions, but it'll never understand the primal rage of spilling hot coffee on yourself while on air. Real Radio 104.1. Guaranteed human.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Temperatures have tumbled behind a cold front, and that's certainly been the story for our Monday. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. It won't be quite as cold overnight. We'll have temperatures to the northwest still in the 40s, but across the Orlando metro in the low to mid-50s. With the help of the cloud cover, we won't be able to bottom out quite as cool, but still probably a hoodie or sweatshirt kind of morning. Then for our Tuesday afternoon, temperatures moderate a little bit. We're back into the lower 70s for the most part. Just a lot of cloud cover overhead. We'll still see some peaks of sun at times, but overall not the brightest of days across the region. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com.
Chumba Casino wants to add some fun gameplay to your day with a new social slot game. Ryan Seacrest 10K Ways. It's the perfect go-to escape. Big spins await only on Chumba Casino.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Looking for the perfect spot to hang with friends or make new ones? Hop on over to Frogger's Grill and Bar. With 4 great locations in Oviedo, Mount Dora, Apopka, and Altamont Springs, there's a Frogger's near you. Their fresh, never frozen menu will blow you away. With over 50 widescreen TVs, you won't miss a single college or NFL game this season. Plus, they're hiring. Join Frogger's family. They need qualified line cooks and managers at all locations. Apply online at Froggers.com or apply in person between 2 and 4 p.m. daily. Frogger's Grill and Bar. Hoppin' with food and fun.
Don't think there's something wrong with your house and that's why it's not selling. You just need proven marketing plans from the experts at the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. The Nickley Group has more unique selling options than any other team in Orlando and Central Florida. Whether it's an instant offer or the ability to buy your next home before you sell your current home, they turn challenges into 5-star reviews. Google the Nickley Group or visit thenickley.com.
If you want to buy or sell quickly, call Nickley.
You made it through the holidays, but that constant sniffle might be more than just a cold. Trouble breathing, allergies, sinus infections? That's where Aspire Allergy and Sinus comes in. You're busy, and who has time for allergy testing and weekly shots? At Aspire, we make it easy with same-day results and a personalized treatment plan built just for you. Skip the meds that only mask symptoms. Aspire offers real solutions so you can breathe easier and feel better for good. Visit AspireAllergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
I'm Rebecca. I was injured in a car accident and hired one of the big TV law firms. They sent me to an injury clinic that I felt just wanted to make money off me. I needed an attorney and doctors who cared about me. I called attorney Glenn Klausman, and he helped me get the best doctors who really helped me. I was extremely pleased with my settlement. He also got me $10,000 for vet bills for my dog that was injured in the accident, and he did that for free. Call attorney Glenn Klausman at 407-917-1718. That's 407-917-1718. Glenn Klausman, Office, Winter Park.
New year, new goals. And in this economy, a better money plan is more necessary than ever. I am Matt.
And I'm Joel.
We are from the How to Money podcast. And every week we help you to spend smarter, save more, and to make sense of what's going on out there.
If you want 2026 to be the year you finally feel in control of your money, we're here to give you the tools and advice to help you make it happen. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search How to Money, and listen now.
The playoffs start this weekend, and now you can trade on football legally in Florida on Kalshi. Right now, Pittsburgh is trading at 38% to beat Houston. That means a $100 trade pays out $264 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the odds change, you can buy in or out of your position all game long. And for a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code IHEART to get $20 when you trade 100. KALSHI, Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Did you know that you can get a beautiful white vinyl fence for less than $5 a day? For just $125 a month, Fence Outlet will professionally install it and add instant curb appeal to your home. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C10252.
At TK Law, we do divorce differently, with more honey, less vinegar. Friendly lawyers who resolve your case with less drama and better results. Visit onefirmforlife.com. TK Law, one firm for life.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Now back to the Jim Colbert Show.
I don't know how much my rates are going down, but I sure do know if I want to take my insurance company to court, I've lost that right due to tort reform. So maybe Ronnie was right. It is a rights reduction.
Hey guys, happy day. I've yet to hear anyone speculate about the astronaut medical issue. What if the medical issue is a pregnancy? I believe one of the astronauts is female and the rest are men. So maybe they got a little frisky and they're going to have a space baby and they got to get it back to Earth.
A baby?
Good afternoon, Colbert and Company. It's Concrete Mike. Jimmy, you're a little bit right about the surface tension thing with the water, but by the time them high cliff divers hit that water, that ripple's already gone away. They do that to time how long it's going to be for the jump before they hit the water so they can count and prepare to land. And same thing with the Olympic divers. They're not jumping that high. And that's just so they can see where the water surface is so they know when they're landing and hitting the water.
Interesting. I heard an interview on a guy who does this and said that it was the break detention of the water because usually when they throw the rock, they jump immediately after that. But I guess it could be a combination of all those. But thanks for your heads up. I appreciate that. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Hi there.
I did want to kind of give you guys a heads up. Occasionally we like to do PSAs here on the show to keep everybody abreast of scammers out there trying new angles to get your money. Now, we've known this. Like, we know that they do the grandparent thing. They will do the kid thing, right?
Meaning pretending.
In other words, like with my situation, somebody called my wife and said, "Hey, your kid tried to rip me off of some drugs, and I've got him here. And if you want him back, you got to give us this money or whatever like that." Right? That happened to us. Then the other one would be like them calling grandparents and saying, "Hey, I got your grandparent or grandchild in jail.
They've been in an accident. You need to send $5,000."
Right, yeah, something like that. So they target people for those type of people. What would be the next perfect way to do that? What would be the next target for scammers to elicit the most amount of sympathy to earn your dollar?
Your pets.
That is the answer. What's happening is veterinary clinics are noticing that people are spoofing their numbers and calling people and trying to say that they're pets. And I guess it kind of didn't make sense because it said they were calling to say that their pet was either found, but had some, but needed to be returned. I guess maybe what they do is there a way to research? Like if your pet has been, I don't understand it, but they said that the what's happening is people are spoofing the number of veterinarians and calling people and trying to use their love for their pet to elicit money out of them in the way of a scam.
Well, I don't understand. It's like they're not saying they have your pet. Like with the child scam with you, the idea was that the
person had my kid.
They had your kid until you called them and realized he was safe.
Yeah.
And then threatened their lives.
Yeah, that's it. But when I read it, it was kind of hard to understand because that's exactly what I thought as well. And it didn't really explain it because it was a video and it wasn't like written, so you couldn't. It was like a video, and they were trying to explain it, and I kind of didn't get it. But they said that vets' numbers are being spoofed, and they're using those spoofed numbers to either elicit money from you by saying your dog is either sick, lost, or found, and they need money to ship it or something like that. But my whole thing was, well, how would they know that your dog is lost? Or how would they know that your dog is at a certain vet?
Yeah, I'm wondering what urgency can they create over the phone, not knowing where you are in relation to your dog?
Yeah. So I'm looking it up. So scammers target pet owners through fake lost pet pleas on social media using stolen pics to gather data, fraudulent adoption sites, fake breeders demanding upfront payment and shipping, and found pet calls and texts demanding immediate reward money for unverified pets.
So what they would do is, so that I had it completely wrong then. I thought they were spoofing the vet clinic as if they were customers of that vet. That doesn't matter. So if you go online and you find somebody that's lost their dog, you can just go to any vet within a 4 or 5 mile radius.
To scan it,
spoof that number, and then call them and say, "Hey, we found your dog.
Yeah,
we have your dog," or whatever the case may be, because they're giving you a description of the dog. Like in the thing, right? Hey, you're looking for a black lab with maybe a limp, or he's got a chain on that says his name or something.
Right.
So you're giving them all the information. Then they spoof a vet in your area and that number, and then try to tell you that to get the dog back, you have to pay this fee or whatever the case may be. Or cat, too.
Yeah, don't forget the cats.
And again, terrible people.
Yeah.
I mean, just
it's right up there with that Okaloosa County woman who pretended she was the dad of a drowning victim.
Just horrible human beings. All right, 77031. Man, we had a bunch of people texting in about this pizza. At
weddings?
No. The pizza Mount Rushmore of pizzas. Like, it's pizza
So
week.
your top 4 pizzas?
Well, it would have to be 5 here because you would have to have a different pizza for every day of the week. I think we can say cheese and pepperoni. Cheese pizza and the pepperoni pizza are probably 1 and 2, correct?
I would say that is correct.
And then number 3 is probably a combination of your maybe peppers, onions, sausage kind of thing?
I would like to think so.
Yeah. What would
people like mushrooms.
Yeah. You can put mushrooms on there.
Yeah.
You could actually throw that into your everything.
Yeah. So maybe a Supreme, which is everything.
Okay, so that's 3 of them.
Okay.
Now, is a meat lovers is just a Supreme without the vegetables, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just your meatball, your bacon, your ham, your ground beef, pepperoni, blah, 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 blah. Does meat lovers make it on? And then you have to have an out there one that's like, kind of a non-traditional pizza.
I would say.
That's got to be that one Glenn brought in.
I would say we put the Hawaiian pizza on there just to piss people off.
We should
because it has that effect on people.
Make this our question of the day. Okay. So if we have 4 pizzas that we know are the pizzas that are going to be on the Mount Rushmore of the days of the week. So we have your cheese pizza for Monday, pepperoni pizza for Tuesday, your Supreme pizza, which is your meats and your veggies for Wednesday, your meat lovers is Thursday.
Then you got to have the white pizza in there with the garlic and the.
That's not bad with the ricotta.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so good, right?
Yeah,
with just garlic and basil, right?
You can make that the 4th. What about a Sicilian? But see, Sicilian is just really a difference in dough. It's not, everything else could be the same.
But it matters though, because the Chicago pizzas where the cheese is on top, right? Or the cheese is on the bottom.
Yeah, that's
and the
backwards.
sauce is on top.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing.
So I wonder if it's a style of pizza rather than a flavor, because I have to tell you, I do not like Chicago pizza. It's too much dough. It's way too much. The toppings are better. You like Chicago?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Deep dish and cheesy.
You couldn't get farther from New York. New York is thin and crispy, right?
Yeah.
And Detroit pizza. I love a good Detroit pizza.
That's square. That's the only difference there, right?
Well, that and something with the toppings going all the way up to the edge. Let's see how they
because I know that one of them. What's that one?
Detroit-style pizza is a unique square pizza known for its thick, airy, focaccia-like crust, crispy caramelized cheese edges, and baking in blue steel pans.
Yeah, that's the one thing about that pizza that does win is you can just take the rest of it away and just eat the crusty cheese part.
Yeah.
God almighty, it's so good.
Come on now.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. I got another keyword for you right now and more of the Jim Colbert Show in 1 second.
The all-new and improved iHeartRadio app is now available with all new features. Download it for free and make Real Radio 104.1 your number one preset for a chance to win cool stuff at Real Radio events.
Westbound on I-4 is backed up pretty heavy before Champions Gate Boulevard. There's a crash getting cleared up. 2 left lanes are blocked there. Traffic's backed up from World Drive. Emergency crews are clearing up an overturned vehicle on the Greenway between Colonial Drive and 408. Expect slowdowns in the northbound and southbound lanes. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Duke's Mayo. Duke's, it's got twang.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about good mayo, Duke's Mayo. It'll make any dish sing. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
Eligibility and results may vary. If you're on Medicare and living in the Orlando area, getting great dental care doesn't have to be confusing or expensive. Sage Dental is here to help you understand your Medicare benefits and make your care as simple and affordable as possible. Whether you need a routine cleaning or advanced care like implants, crowns, oral surgery, or custom dentures, Sage Dental brings all your dental needs conveniently together under one roof. At Sage, we use the latest in dental innovation, including minimally invasive techniques for more comfort and faster healing. Need a crown? Sage can create same-day custom crowns right in our office. In addition to Medicare, we accept most insurance plans. No insurance? Our Sage Care Plus plan can save you up to 65% on general or specialty dental care. Sage Dental, leading with innovation centered on your care. Same-day appointments available. Call 800-218-8877. 800-218-8877. That's 800-218-8877.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Guys, you know what? If your T is low, you got low testosterone, it's time to get your edge back with Red Mountain Weight Loss. And if you get Red Mountain Weight Loss and get on testosterone therapy, they're going to give you 1 month of a GLP-1 weight loss medication for absolutely free. That's a $299 value. Hey, man, it's worth it. If you're getting older, it doesn't mean that you got to, feel old. Prescription testosterone restores your get up and go, and it'll have you feeling like you're 20 again. Gain more muscle and, less effort in the gym. You're going to feel better. You're going to sleep better, and you're going to love a little bit better, if you know what I mean. It's Red Mountain Weight Loss. Don't be fooled. Nothing boosts testosterone like actual testosterone. It's a game changer, and you're going to look better, and you're going to lose weight. And remember, you get a combo of testosterone and a GLP-1. It will burn that belly fat, and you're going to get ripped. So this month, get your free GLP-1 medication, a $299 value when you start testosterone therapy, only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Book your video appointment today. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or dial pound 250 on your phone and say the keyword Red Mountain.
There are only about 4,300 publicly traded companies on the U.S. Stock Exchange. But there are an estimated 33 million companies in the U.S. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. The average investor is missing out on over 99% of the investment opportunity that's happening in this beautiful country until now. True portfolio strength is found beyond the confines of the S&P 500, investing in promising companies before they go public. Private real estate, infrastructure, world-changing technologies. This is called the endowment model. The endowment model has historically outperformed the traditional model of just stocks and bonds. If you're an accredited investor and want more from your investments, it's time to think beyond just stocks and bonds. Call Trajan today, 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. See website for details.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help that often requires only simple maintenance. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Door Service. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. Call A1 Garage Door Service today.
A1 from day one.
Hey, it's Russ Rollins for Zero Res. Start the new year fresh with clean carpet and tile. All you got to do is call Zero Res. Mention me and get 20% off soft surfaces like carpet, rugs, and upholstery. Call 407-232-9188 or book at ZeroResOrlando.com. Zero Res, the right way to clean.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car.
How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TALK to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TALK to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TALK.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZzzQuil Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZzzQuil Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday. Let's do this, Monday. ZzzQuil Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Dollar. 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 Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
For 30 years, Jim has always prefaced the worst thing that he can think of with, "Yeah, it's so funny, but..." It's so funny that you're talking about the worst thing in the world and you always say, "Well, it's so funny, but..."
I just called to say I love you.
Aw.
Hey, Deb. Congrats on your wedding. I don't know if I've been living under a rock. I didn't even know you were getting married. So cool. Love you guys. Oh, yeah. Hi, Jack. Hi, Jim. See y'all later.
See ya. That was a bad series of talkbacks for us, Jack.
We didn't fare too well with them.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
So is Jack. Not that anybody cares for either one of us, Jack.
It's funny.
Your 4 o'clock keyword is dollar. That's DOLLAR. Go to realradio.fm and send that off for your chance at $1,000.
Yeah, and for some reason, companies have an issue with some of the websites that says servers down. Guess what? I just verified this, and thanks to the texter for the reminder. You can actually enter on the iHeartRadio app.
Oh, cool.
If you bring up Real Radio on your iHeartRadio app, and there's a button, you just hit station, it goes to our website, like on the mobile version, and I just clicked the contest, grand in your hand, and it asked me I could enter the keyword there.
Oh, nice.
I didn't because it would absolutely crush my heart if I won and wasn't eligible.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know how to get that phone
call. Oh, my God almighty.
Yeah.
So I was reading a piece today, I believe it was in the USA Today, about something making a big comeback with younger people.
The Lindy.
No, it's funny.
What is that?
7 people got that. It's a dive from a movie. It's a dive from a Rodney Dangerfield movie.
Oh,
The Triple Lindy.
I thought it was a dance too, like the Charleston.
Oh, it may be a dance. Yeah. Actually, it is a dance.
Yeah.
The Triple Lindy was a fictional dive done by the great Rodney Dangerfield, where he actually used 3 springboards to make a dive because that was part of the movie. It's impossible to explain. I'm sorry I went there. I owe everybody 45 seconds. My apologies. Come see me after the show. I'll give it to you. I've got a bunch of them in my back pocket. I'll hand you 45 seconds of life. Just meet me outside the building. No, this actually kind of works hand in hand with something we've been talking about now, actually, from the beginning of the year, how AI is starting to affect people and how some people are kind of rebelling from AI. And this is one of those stories.
Flip phones.
No, not flip phones.
Board games.
But I got to tell you, the flip phone choice, it tracks with what I'm talking about, but it's not that kind of communication device.
Photo albums.
No. That's a good guess, though. By the way, you don't really realize how awesome photo albums are until you're having a grandchild. And then you have to dig yours out and go through all those times when your kids were kids.
Yeah.
One of the best times I've had in the last 6 months was at this shower preparing for it. And my wife brought out one of those bins of photo albums, and we ripped through them for an entire night. It was awesome. Can't do that digitally.
No, you can't.
Doesn't have the same vibe.
Nope.
Because the digital image doesn't fade.
Right.
And the other images fade a little bit to kind of tell you their story.
Like my memory.
Yeah, digitals don't do that. So it doesn't have that same patina that you want memories like that to have.
And
you know?
home movies now are just going to the YouTube channel.
Exactly. Right.
It's
Basically.
weird. Yeah.
There's a very famous person that collects these.
Typewriters, Tom Hanks.
Is the answer.
Oh, wow.
Typewriters are actually making a pretty big comeback. Guess one of the reasons why. This is a fascinating story. On top of how, it's a connection. Like, if you handwrite me a letter, I'm going to think something, rather than you email or something like that. But if you type a letter, it's going to have that same kind of vibe.
Yeah, well, the personalization of handwriting. You're saying it's equivalent to typing it, right?
Yes.
Because of the effort involved to send a letter, where that used to be a commonplace way of communication.
Yeah.
Yes. And writing is one of those things where if you don't like doing it, like I don't have great handwriting, so for me to write...
No.
For me to handwrite something is laborious for me as well.
And for the person receiving it.
And unfortunately for the poor soul that would ever receive a letter from me, it would be just like receiving one of the quatrains from Nostradamus. You'd have no idea what's going on. It's half cryptic. Half of them are numbers. I don't even know. I forgot how to write years ago.
It would be really cool if you could get Orson Welles to read it, though.
Yeah, right, exactly. But what's happening is this. What can't you do to a letter? There's no digital footprint.
Oh, yeah.
There's no digital footprint when you type a letter out.
There's a physical one.
But that's to the person receiving it.
Yeah.
Like if I sent someone I love a letter, right, that's the letter going to that person. Or just, it could be a family member, a friend, whomever. It doesn't really matter. What's not going to pop up is when your phone gets seized or when somebody loses your phone or whatever, you're not going to be able to rip through my phone and look at my email. Somebody said something the other day, and it was a little horrifying for me. It said in regards to the law when it comes to your privacy and your phone, that if you're sued in a certain case and you wind up in that case, lawyers get access to all of that. It doesn't even matter if it's relevant to the case. They have to see it to find out if it is relevant to the case. So they can literally see everything you've written in that.
What about the browser history on the private tab?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that, but I don't think
that sounds oddly specific.
I got to tell you, knowing a guy in IT, I don't know how much that incognito we know is really helping you.
Yeah.
I think that's more for your own self peace than it is for actual safety. I mean, it may keep your wife away, but if somebody starts digging, I got bad news for you, dude. That Mexico video you really wanted to see because you heard about it in school once. Yeah, that's going to be bad on your history. But yeah, what's happening is this: it's basically it's analog. So there's no record of it outside of the thing that you wrote to the person you wrote it to.
Right.
There's no accidentally sending it to anybody. Also, the nature of what Jack said: when you receive a letter that's typed specifically to you, the vibe is different than getting it, done by AI or by your Microsoft Word where it's correcting everything and making it all perfect and all your grammar and spelling is perfect. This goes back to that thing that this is younger people doing this, by the way, that they want that authenticity. They want the ability to write something where the person knows it didn't go through ChatGPT. Now, of course, we know for a fact that you could actually pre-write it and just type it the way ChatGPT made it. You could do that if you wanted. But either way, I just found it kind of a cool thing that some younger people are going back to the analog way of communicating. And it wouldn't be the worst thing if that came back.
No, not at all. Just wait till you have to change the ribbon.
Oh, yeah. That's a nightmare. Or because you had the ball. Remember the floating ball ones before that was the striking one?
Oh, yeah.
Fascinating, by the way.
Now, the striky ones were first. I think the ball, that was the...
That came way later.
Yeah, that was the update. And it's like, oh, wow, you got one of those?
Man, that thing, when you saw that thing for the first time, it was like, now that's science.
Yeah.
I remember I had a really bad grade in my science class. I think it was maybe 6th or 7th grade. And my teacher was this guy named Mr. Posey, who is a great guy. He really is. A bit of a douchebag when he was younger, but, turned out to be a great guy, right? And I remember getting behind in that class. And my mom gave me this advice, and I swear I looked at her, I said, you are clinically insane. There is no way this is going to work. She told me to. She said, when you do your science classes, instead of writing your lesson out, type your lesson out. Type it out, and then hand it in typed and see what your teacher does. My mom nailed it. My teacher was so impressed that I took the time to type out my class on my paper. I actually got extra credit for it.
Oh, wow.
So for some reason that stuck with me forever. And I've had a weird thing with typewriters, but I had a manual one. Like, it was as dark as hard as you could push. It wasn't one of the electric ones where you push the button and it triggered it and it hit it. It was like you had to hammer that damn thing to get it to go.
We did as well. And I couldn't believe how fast my mom would type on a manual typewriter. It was crazy. However, and I'm like, oh, boom, and you got to really push down.
Yeah.
Except the unique thing about ours, it wrote in cursive.
Did it really?
Wow.
So the print was cursive.
No, I've never seen that.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty. I just sold it recently, a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Jesus, Jack, for your drug problem?
I got stuff. I want to get less stuff.
Yeah,
right?
but that was,
I got
you
too
sold
much
your
clutter.
mom's typewriter,
I got
Jack?
too much clutter. She doesn't need it anymore.
Jack, come on. Too soon, buddy. Too soon. How much you get for it?
I don't know, a couple hundred maybe.
Really?
Or maybe 100.
Damn, a cursive writing typewriter.
It was heavy too.
Yeah. I have my grandma. I have sewing machines. I don't have typewriters.
That's what I wanted.
Those are expensive.
I've got
too.
my grandmother's old sewing machine in my closet somewhere. I can even look at it. It's emotional. So many nylon pants. So many nylon shirts with JJ from Good Times on it.
Oh, there you go.
Yelling dynamite. She found the material somewhere.
For all my older sisters, my mom used to make all their clothes.
Oh yeah. So my wife's mom made her clothes up until she was like in the 6th or 7th grade. Because of popularity.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom used to make our winter coats and our footy pajamas.
Really?
Yeah.
God, my grandmother made shirts for us. When I was a kid, she made these little suits, like little Easter suits. But when I got a little bit older, she would make shirts. But up until about probably 13 or 14, when if you didn't have a Ron Johns t-shirt, you weren't even human.
Right.
Like before that, if I would have come rolling into Plaquemine High School with one of those shirts on, it would have been an immediate ass kicking. Like just cause. Like if you have a nylon Bee Gees shirt on in P-Town and like, let's say 81, I got bad news for you. That's going to bruise.
I used to have a light blue satin jacket with an iron-on of Sean Cassidy.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'll never forget my youngest, her first week of middle school went from big-eyed cats with glitter and ice cream cones to band T-shirts. And it was just like, I can't wear those anymore. I can't. You know, she quickly determined that first week that these will not do. I need new clothes. And then it was like band shirts and stuff.
I forget what my girls were. All my girls were like, I don't think they got into, like Trey Cyrus was one of their things for a little bit. He was in a band. I forget the name of the band, but that was it. He was, and I don't remember them like going boy crazy as a kid.
That you knew about.
Yeah. They were very good at hiding it from me, though. All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. Jack, did you watch the Golden Globes last night?
I did.
All of it?
As a matter of fact, I did.
Did you really?
I did.
You didn't watch any football last night?
Not last night. I caught the earlier games.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I caught the earlier games, caught the Saturday games, and I had little interest in the New England game.
Yeah, Nikki Glaser was the host last night and absolutely killed it again. I mean,
I thought so.
Half of the news this morning was how well she did, along with all the the accolades for the shows and whatnot.
Yeah.
But man, a lot of the news this morning was just how good Nikki Glaser is at hosting these programs and how she didn't spare the rod for anybody.
She did not. She's just funny, smart.
The CBS joke was so brilliant. It was so brilliant.
And it was on CBS.
And they showed the crowd afterwards, and there were like comics, people who've written comedy their entire lives, like covering their mouths because it was such a good joke. But we'll talk about the Golden Globes next.
Real radio. is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Which would you rather do for $50 million? Fight Mike Tyson for real?
Where he fights you for real?
Or 3 wieners?
The 3 wieners.
Oh, yeah. I'll take 3
Mike Tyson will
wieners, too.
kill you.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Westbound on I-4 heading towards that Champions Gate area. There's an accident before Osceola Polk Line Road, blocking 2 left lanes. Traffic's backed up from US 192 southbound on the Greenway before 408. Emergency crews are off to the shoulder, clearing up an overturned vehicle there. That's not causing any problems. Just travel with caution through that area. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Duke's Mayo. Duke's, it's got twang.
This is the Duke's Country Song. It's a song about good mayo. Duke's Mayo. It'll make any dish sing. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit thenickleyGroup.com.
Hey, it's Russ Rollins for Zero Res. Start the new year fresh with clean carpet and tile. All you got to do is call Zero Res. Mention me and get 20% off soft surfaces like carpet, rugs, and upholstery. Call 407-232-9188 or book at ZeroResOrlando.com. Zero Res, the right way to clean.
Transform your backyard for less than $5 a day. Fence Outlet will install a sleek black aluminum fence that adds style, security, and curb appeal for just $125 a month. Visit FenceOutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
They say a good lawyer knows the law and a great lawyer knows the judge. What they don't tell you, the right lawyer in your corner can help you avoid a 5-round cage match. At TK Law, we help you cut the drama, resolve your disputes, and move forward. Divorce, business conflicts, car accidents. We are trusted by our clients, respected by our peers, and proven where it matters the most. Don't just settle for a lawyer. Choose the right lawyer. Choose TK Law. One firm for life. Visit onefirmforlife.com.
Start your engines. This January, the world's largest collector car auction returns to Kissimmee, Florida. Mecum Auctions brings 13 days of full throttle excitement, iconic rides, and fun for the whole family. Mecum delivers the ultimate automotive experience. See thousands of classics, muscle cars, exotics, and more cross the block. Come experience Mecum Auctions live in Kissimmee, January 6th through the 18th.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news, commercial and SBA loan rates are falling too. Get a quote to refinance your business loan today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. The new year just got a lot more affordable. With recent Federal Reserve rate cuts, interest rates are coming down, as low as 0% APR. If you've been waiting to upgrade, now's the time. Greenway has financing options designed to take advantage of today's lower rates, even if you have less than perfect credit. See what's available now at greenwaykias.com. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
With approved credit. Offers expire 2/5/26.
The playoffs start this weekend, and now you can trade on football legally in Florida on Kalshi. Right now, Pittsburgh is trading at 38% to beat Houston. That means a $100 trade pays out $264 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the odds change, you can buy in or out of your position all game long. And for a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code IHEART to get $20 when you trade 100. KALSHI, Kalshi. Trade on anything.
We got a call late New Year's Eve. A dad's garage door spring just snapped. He had big plans the next day and didn't know what to do. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of A1 Garage Door Service. When you need help, we're the ones who show up. From repairs to upgrades, call A1 from day one.
I'm Mo DeWitt, your local Orlando injury attorney. I'm here to talk when you need me, ready to listen. You deserve someone who's available, responsive, and truly invested in your case. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. I'm just one call away at 1-800-CALL-MO.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
I used to talk about the weather as small talk. Now I talk about McValue deal days at McDonald's. A 99-cent select breakfast sandwich on Mondays, I'm chit-chatting about it. A sausage McGriddles to start my week? Catch me yapping all day, dude. I'm not even mad about it. You want the deals? You need the app. Wake up with a delicious breakfast sandwich only in the app. These deals will definitely give you something to talk about. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Valid Mondays in January and February. Participating McDonald's. Valid once per day. Must opt into rewards.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZzzQuil Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZzzQuil Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday. Let's do this Monday. ZzzQuil Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
What's up, Colbert crew?
What up,
Petey
dude?
and Brad here. Yeah, during the Monster Show this morning, I heard the ad for the Pizza Hut's XL New Yorker or whatever. It was only $10 for the promo, so I went ahead and got it and tried it. It was pretty darn good.
Really?
Dollar, D-O-L-L-A-R, dollar.
Dog.
Trying to send a keyword in.
Dog.
Your router's down.
Use the
Trying
app.
to send a keyword in.
Buddy, listen.
Dollar, D-O-L-L-A-R.
Who's going to tell him? He just learned.
Hey, wasn't Mr. Posey at Palaca High School actually an English teacher? I may have been mistaken. Did you call him a science teacher? Period.
Yeah.
Period.
That's my favorite, and I've been guilty of doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Talk to text.
Yeah, that's great. I did that the other day. I put question mark and it said question mark. How do you do that?
Yeah. I guess if you didn't have I don't know, if it didn't feel like a question, they're going to I guess he meant that. Spell the word out.
Dollar, by the way, is your keyword. D-O-L-L-A-R. Don't send it as a talkback, guys. We can't help you out there. I love you, brother. But,
I like the effort.
Yeah, I do too.
I do. But
I like the grunt of frustration at the end of your call too. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, it's and if the server's still down on the website, just use the app on the free iHeartRadio app. Bring up Real Radio. You hit the button that says station, and there's a link right there. You can enter your keyword. We've had several listeners do that. already.
Yeah, dollar is the word, so go get it for sure. All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Ew.
Just had something on the tip of my tongue to talk to you about, and I totally forgot what it was. So we'll get to the Golden Globes.
Okay.
Last night is when this happened. Now, the Golden Globes are the precursor to the Oscars, correct?
Sure. Yeah, it's Oscar season.
Yeah.
It's award
season.
Yeah.
Right. But if I remember right, the Golden Globes were almost always an indicator of where the Academy Awards are kind of going to go.
It's one of the biggest ones, yes.
Right. And but unlike the Academy Awards, I don't think these guys do anything television related, right? There's no drama series, no comedy series. Yeah. It's just only movies.
No. It's the opposite.
So explain.
The Academy Awards is only film.
Right, yes.
Golden Globes is everything, including a brand new edition of podcasts.
Okay, yeah, I saw that because I saw who won, which I thought was ridiculous, by the way. That's the one thing that I could not understand. And this is the other thing, too, and I'll just start with this real quick, and then we can kind of move on to the winners or not winners or whatever the case may be, right? Who is the biggest name in podcasting right now that we all know, right on the tip of your tongue?
Joe Rogan.
Not even included in the nominees.
Right.
How?
I guess
How does that happen?
So
how does the most popular guy that really started the podcast revolution, known to have the biggest audience, known to have the biggest deal, how is he not even nominated for this?
Don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was a category until yesterday.
Yeah. Kind of insane, though. I mean, it really is kind
and
of.
there was a bunch. They had like 8 nominees or so.
Yeah, I mean, it was the ones we know. I mean, a lot of the podcasts we know, Smartless is up there.
Yeah.
Armchair, the Dak Shepard thing.
Yeah, Armchair Expert.
Right, Amy Poehler's who won
Yeah.
for her Good Hang with Amy Poehler.
I listened to that for the first time today. See, it worked.
Was it any good?
Sure. Her very first one was almost a year ago.
Right, yeah.
And it was with Tina Fey.
Right. And
Hard to go wrong there.
Yeah. Well, let's go through them real quick. I mean, we'll have to go through every one of them. Jack, which ones what were you looking to see the results of the most? Were you invested at all in this?
Well, I like to see how movies I saw that were nominated, fair in this setting, like whether it was Begonia, One Battle After Another.
Right.
TV shows, I really wanted to see Severance do well. I don't think they won anything. But the Ray Seahorn from Pluribus, she won for actress, and that was great.
Yeah. A show that we both really got into and loved. Adolescence did quite well.
That killed.
Yeah, it did very well.
Yeah. Also, the movie Hamnet, which
I'd never even heard of it.
I've heard of it, but
I wanted to see that one.
Yeah.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah.
What was the premise?
Hamnet is the name of the son of William Shakespeare and his wife, who dies at a young age, and becomes that's what the movie alludes to, the inspiration for the play Hamlet.
Oh, I did not know that. Is that a true story? Did they really have a kid that died?
They did.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I know nothing about that guy other than he wrote. I really know nothing about the history of William
From
Shakespeare.
Stratford upon Avon.
Yeah, that I know, but I mean, outside of his life, don't know how old he was when he died, don't know how old he was when he started writing, know nothing about him at all. I never was like a Shakespeare guy for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
You strike me as a Shakespeare kind of guy.
I just teed that one right up for you, Doug. It's weird because when they go to the motion pictures, it's kind of broken up oddly. My daughter saw Marty Supreme last night or 2 nights ago and said it was fantastic.
So I definitely want to see this. It's Timothy Chalamet. He won an acting award for it. But I heard very good things about this movie, and I haven't seen it yet. I think it's only in theaters.
Yeah, it is, and he is he's like a table tennis hustler or something, isn't he?
Yeah, that's all I know. It's around table tennis, but I thought he was like a spy, but maybe he's a hustler.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I thought it was like maybe it could be a combination of those. I don't know.
Maybe he's a hustling spy.
It's so funny. Let's see what else we have here. Best performance by a male actor in a motion picture musical comedy. Of course, that is Timothy Chalamet for Marty Supreme. He did win. Other people up for that particular award were, he beat some big dogs, man. I mean, I think like 4 of these people, 5 of these people have been Oscar nominated. George Clooney.
Yep.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yep.
Ethan Hawke.
Yep.
And Jesse Plemons. I believe every one of those guys. Lee Byung-hun was in there as well, but I don't know who that is. But
he played the controller in Squid Game.
Oh, did he?
He's been in a bunch of other things as well.
Yeah.
When you see his face, you're like, oh, I've seen that dude before.
Yeah. And again, the winner for best performance by a female actor in a supporting role with any motion picture was Tiana Taylor from One Battle After Another.
Yeah.
And listen to who she beat: Emily Blunt, Elle Fanning, Amy Madigan, which I thought really, to be honest with you, I thought Amy Madigan's performance in the movie Weapons was one of the best performances I saw all year last year. It was unbelievably good, very creepy. It was just great. It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Very hard. Sinners did well, by the way.
It did? Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Best screenplay was One Battle After Another, a movie I did not get. I didn't get it at all.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah. Who writes a lot of stuff that I do like.
Yeah.
Because it's very bizarre, and I do like his style. This one I did not understand.
I liked it. I didn't know I knew nothing about it when I watched it. So I was like, oh. But I was surprised by it. And when I realized after the fact, I'm like, oh, that's right. It's Paul Thomas Anderson. He's unique.
Yeah, exactly. You can see his movies a mile away.
Yeah.
Did you have any other things at the Golden Globes that you liked that you saw that was cool?
I like the Smartless guys. They did their little intro, and
I just saw that today as a clip. It was great.
Yeah, and it's funny because they talked to in their interview with Ricky Gervais, he asked them for tips. They asked him for tips because Ricky Gervais says if he's not there, he doesn't watch. And he says basically, it's a time difference thing. But Ricky Gervais ended up winning for his special.
Right.
He won a Golden
the stand-up
Globe,
festival,
but wasn't
right?
there. It was funny. Wanda Sykes said, on behalf of Ricky, I want to thank God and the gay and lesbian community.
Yeah.
Because she knows he wouldn't have.
Right. Oh, yeah. Right. Best TV series, musical or comedy was The Studio. I've never seen one episode of it, but I hear it is funny.
I'm determined to watch this. Yeah, it got a lot of love. Seth Rogen won an award as well, but it's an industry inside look and where they kind of mimic things that really happen
and mock.
And mock, and I think a lot of they kind of like it, but again, it's about them. Right?
Yeah.
So outside, I don't know, does that play in Middle America? Just if you're not invested in the Hollywood, celebrity of it.
Sure.
But what's funny is they did a whole Golden Globes show where they won one, and then the show and Seth Rogen really won one.
The show was about winning one, and then they actually won one.
Yeah.
And then a best television series drama winner, which I find to be really a bit of an insult, and I'll tell you why. The Pitt won. And if you haven't seen The Pitt is basically, what's that show?
ER.
Yeah, it's basically ER with curse words.
Yeah.
Basically, right?
It takes place at an emergency room in Pittsburgh, but I believe is the hour like 1 hour of a day? I think it's supposedly done in real time.
Yeah.
Supposed to be.
I made my wife watch one episode of this, and she looks at me 15 minutes into it and says, "Oh, this is ER. This is exactly like ER." And it won. And here's why that sucks is you have Severance in there. Severance is such a unique show with clever writing. It's a new concept. All together. White Lotus didn't win. Severance didn't win. Pluribus didn't win. The Diplomat didn't win. Slow Horses with Gary Oldman, who I think is probably the most underrated actor in the last 70 years that nobody really gives him the credit that he's due, but he is brilliant. But man, how does The Pitt win?
Yeah.
It's just a rehashed, at one point, how many shows were number one doing emergency room stuff?
Yeah.
Or,
ER, Grey's
Chicago,
Anatomy.
ER, all of those shows were right there. And they give it to The Pitt. I mean, it's an okay show, but man, Severance is...
Coincidentally, Noah Wyle was on ER.
Right, yeah.
With George Clooney.
Right.
Yeah.
It says here also, the one that we liked a lot, Best Television Limited Series, Anthology Series, or Motion Picture Made for TV, Adolescence wins. It deserves it. I mean, you can't really get mad about it because it was brilliant.
Not only was it brilliant, and episode 3, which both the kid who play the actor who plays the kid, he won, and also the lady who played the counselor, because that one episode 3 was just their interview.
Yes.
And the whole thing is that. And it is just, it's
riveting.
a masterpiece.
It's riveting. It is.
Absolutely.
It is riveting.
And the whole thing being shot with that view of one camera shot is just.
No cuts.
Not only that, and then the story and how they tell it, it works on so many levels. I just think it's so great.
Yeah, it wins, and it deserves it. Also up for grabs that I've seen The Beast in Me, and I can't give it a higher recommendation. So fun. Black Mirror we've seen as well. I haven't seen an episode in a while, but very good. But the show that everybody was talking about, it did very well, that I've not even heard of before. It's called Dying for Sex.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the show Dying for Sex?
I have not. Is that with Michelle Williams?
I don't know. Do you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I have heard about it.
What's it about?
I think it's a woman who's been diagnosed with an incurable disease and was kind of a good girl and decided, hey,
time to get loose?
Time to get loose. Lights are about to go out. Let's go out and do this thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it did very well. A lot of people talked about that, and I've seen, and actually in reading about that this morning, there was a lot of buzz around that show, and a couple of critics said they thought that should have won, but I've not even heard of it.
Well, Michelle Williams won. She wasn't there last night, but she won for actress for that.
Very cool. Yeah. And then everything else here. Let's see. Best performance by a female actor in a TV series, musical, or comedy. The Bear was up there. Only Murders in the Building got nominated a whole bunch. I've never seen one episode of the show, and every time I read something about it, people say it's boring AF.
Yeah, I watch half an episode, but they're always nominated. I've never seen them won, but very familiar with seeing Steve Martin and Martin Short in the audience.
Yeah.
Always getting called out, but never actually winning an award for this show.
Yeah, Michelle Williams actually won for Dying for Sex. Yeah, best performance by a female actor in a limited series made for TV. She won that. Claire Danes was also nominated for The Beast and Me. Amanda Seyfried was in there as well. Robin Wright was in there. So, I got to tell you what's so unique. For people who aren't our age, we're in our 50s here, people who are kind of checking out TV now, like these names were the names in the movie business when we were coming up.
Yeah.
Like in the 90s and stuff, all these people were major actors for movies and film. And I think it's kind of unique to see, big time actors, big time names. This has been obviously it's been happening for a while, but doing TV series.
Oh,
like TV series don't have that same thing anymore. This is where I actually look for most of my entertainment now. I don't go see major motion pictures hardly ever anymore.
I don't think TV series had that stigma of TV for well over 20 years. And I think it was The Sopranos with HBO when they say, because they play like a movie, they shoot them like a movie, and then they're like, when HBO is like, that is also television,
right?
And it just made it cool. And then you had Breaking Bad and others, and The Wire, where it just, I think that really launched a new age of television entertainment.
But even then, Gandolfini being the biggest name in Sopranos was not a household name at that time. That's what I'm kind of talking about. You're talking about major actors. Some of these actors and actresses were all motion picture movie stars, and now they're doing like TV series. Yeah. That didn't happen back then.
That launched it.
Yes.
I believe that launched it, and that's what brought and the critical acclaim that series got. It brought HBO a lot of attention for being able to produce quality content, and it brought bigger names to the party.
Yeah, because even Breaking Bad, what's his face? Bryan Cranston was he was a Malcolm in the Middle guy and a bit player.
On Seinfeld.
Yeah, exactly. He wasn't even like a major star. And then, of course, that turned him into a major star.
But for celebrities, think about it. When you can do a limited series, so it's basically a 10-hour movie, but it's shot like a television, because they always talk about like the schedule of a television show being better. It's more like a, quote, 9 to 5 of the entertainment industry, where a movie, everything is done in 6 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, and you're working 16-hour days. But in television shows, you have a little more control over the schedule, especially if it's 10-hour-long episodes. You have a little more lead time to be able to
You have a normal life, right? You don't
more
have
of a normal life.
You don't have to disappear for 45 to 60 days with from your family to go somewhere and shoot something on site.
And unlike network television, hoping it gets picked up and not committing to what could be a 6, 7, or 11 season run, where it could be a limited series, which is just one and done. Or something that does like 3 or 4.
And uniquely, man, there's a lot of these players that now, really seeing them on the big screen is almost kind of odd, because they've made their money and they've made the name for themselves by being in these episodic shows, and that's kind of where you want to see them now.
Yeah, because I'm no longer surprised when I see, people there. It's like, I have no idea who that person is, on the red carpet or up there, no clue. But someone texted in, they say, hey, I'm from Middle America or the Midwest or whatever, and they said they really like Sunset.
The Studio.
The Studio.
Oh,
Thank
really?
you, Deb. But they said it's very funny, so
I'll check it out.
I'll try it.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Your 4 o'clock keyword is dollar. That's DOLLAR. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at 1,000 of those very dollars. I've got a weird habit, and I want to know if you guys have the same weird habit. I'll tell you what it is next.
AI can't feel dread or regret or existential panic. We've got that market covered. Real Radio 104.1. Guaranteed human.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
We're starting off the work week on a cooler note across Central Florida. Hey there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. Tonight, not quite as cold, seasonable for this time of the year. A little bit above normal, actually, with the help of the clouds. We'll have temperatures in the metro in the low to mid-50s, and to the northwest, still dipping back into the 40s. So probably a hoodie or a sweatshirt kind of morning. Then we have temperatures rebounding back toward average for our Tuesday afternoon. Clouds going to linger, though. We're expecting highs to top out in the low 70s. Some spots a little cooler to our northwest, but overall a quiet day, just not a lot of sunshine. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
With Rasmussen University, you don't have to be afraid of paying for college thanks to transparent costs and financial aid options for those who qualify. It's a smarter, clearer path to the future you deserve. Learn more at rasmussen.edu. That's rasmussen.edu.
Hey girl, are you looking for your new favorite lip gloss? Well, I've got it for you. Maybelline Lifter Gloss is definitely it. Maybelline anything always hits. I absolutely love Maybelline and I've used it for years. In particular, the Maybelline Lifter Gloss has no sticky feel. It's super hydrating. Yes, that shine is on point. You can get it at your local Dollar General. And while you're there, you might as well pick me up one too. Okay, don't forget Maybelline Lifter Gloss.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Angel from the Monsters. Are you looking for fresh pasta? The Neapolitan-style pizza, you know, the Neapolitan style with the 00 flour and the perfect leopard charring. Come check out Antica Woodfire Pizza and Market in Altamont Springs. Come see why Antica was voted Best Altamont Springs Restaurant in 2025 by the Orlando Weekly. Come for their $10 Tuesdays and get a margarita pizza for just $10 on a Tuesday. Or join us for Wine Down Wednesday with half-price wine at dinner on Wednesdays. Antica Woodfire Pizza and Market in Altamont Springs. Just put Antica, A-N-T-I-C-A, Pizzeria in your phone's map to get the freshest pasta in Altamont Springs.
This is the sound of Jack, buzz cutting his way to a small fortune. To Jack, every time he cuts his own hair, that's $50 right in his pocket. If Jack sees DIY buzz cuts as a saving strategy, Wells Fargo is right behind him. And with their mobile app, tracking his savings is easy. Oh, ouch. However you make money work, we can work with that.
Mobile carriers' message and data rates may apply. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Central Florida Scottish Highland Games, Jock here. Yes, what in the world are Scottish Highland Games? They're pure Scottish fun. Amazing athletes, great pipe bands and music, Highland dances, food, Dunedin Brewery, Scottish merchandise. Where and when is it? January 17th and 18th at Central Winds Park in Winter Springs. Got a website? flascott.com. That's flascott.com.
Ugh, time to clean out the gutters again.
But I don't want you climbing that ladder.
Time to call Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection company. Leaf Filter's trusted pros will not only clean your gutters for you, they'll realign and seal your gutters and install Leaf Filter. With Leaf Filter, you'll never have to clean out your gutters again.
Wait, never again?
Never again. Because Leaf Filter's surgical-grade stainless steel micro mesh is fine enough to block even tiny debris like pine needles and pollen while still letting rainwater flow through. Leaf Filter works so well, it's backed by a lifetime warranty. Plus, when you go to leaffilter.com/block, you'll get a free gutter inspection and up to 30% off.
Wow. So no more climbing that ladder.
How do I sign up?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/block for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/block for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/block.
Second opinions.
You get them with your health.
So why not with your wealth?
Your stock market investments deserve a second opinion.
At Henyon & Walsh, it only takes a second
to schedule your free second opinion.
Go online and search for Henyon & Walsh, the second opinion people. Investing involves risk, including the possible loss of principal. Advisory services provided by Henyon & Walsh Asset Management. Securities offered by Henyon & Walsh Inc., member FINRA SIPC.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
The football postseason lives on iHeartRadio.
And your Pittsburgh Steelers are AFC North
champions.
From the official NFL Podcast Network.
Welcome to NFL Daily.
Fox Sports Radio.
Seattle is the odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl.
Or local stations that bring you the games live.
Touchdown, Denver!
iHeartRadio brings you all of it. Just open the iHeartRadio app and search football to dive in.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime down at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now back to the Jim Colbert Show.
Hey, how's it, Ohana? Definitely coming with a football hangover today. But had a late meeting, trying to stay caught up on YouTube, and got to comment on the pizza because, we got the famous Bizarros over here beachside. And my go-to is sausage, peppers, onions with pineapple, light sauce. But Angelo recently made me chicken parmesan and broccoli. And bro, let me tell you what, it was static. Aloha.
Aloha, brother.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well. For people in our age, you speak for yourself and Jack, sir. You leave Deb out of this.
Thank you. That's exactly who I was talking about. Everybody knows that. How dare you? Sir, ma'am. Dollar is your 4 o'clock keyword. That's DOLLAR. I'll need a few of those to get out of jail.
Yeah, you will.
I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
The 31-year-old Deborah Roberts. Jack is here as well. He's in his 50s like me.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I'm wearing it well.
Throw out the anchor. You are wearing it well, buddy. You're ahead of the game for sure. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio 104.1. Hope you had a good weekend, man. What a great weekend of football. Of course, we'll have Brandon Kravitz here at the top of the 6 o'clock hour to talk a little sports. Ray Trendley in a little bit later today. We do have trivia coming up, and I have no idea what's in the old Jackie sack. So,
it's going to be a surprise.
Stay tuned. I heard the Monster Jam was great this weekend again.
Yeah.
A lot of people online. It's a cool thing about social media. When it does it right, you get to hear how things were, and people are losing their minds. And it was a good show. It almost always is. They had a good time, good weather for it. Let me ask you guys a quick question. I said I have a bit of a thing, a quirk, and I wonder if you guys have this as well. Do you guys have a favorite anything that you use almost exclusively?
My right hand. I was going to make one of those jokes earlier. I'm glad I waited. I'm not going to follow up the right hand comment.
The reason I ask is this. I noticed today when I went to make my coffee that I would not make coffee in any other coffee cup except for the coffee cup that I use every morning. And I wonder if anybody else has that. I have. You're going to love this. You've heard of this company, Corksicle?
Yeah.
Or Corkicle or whatever.
Why do you go back?
You
got to go back.
It's something like that. It's Corkicle or whatever. I don't know what it is. But anyway, it's a Yeti-esque kind of thing. But I think it's Corksicle, right?
I think that's it.
And it's a coffee mug, and it's got Minnie Mouse on it. Now, I'm not a Minnie Mouse guy. We came about this somehow, some way. It was just in the house. But it keeps my coffee piping ass hot for the longest amount of time. So I will only drink coffee out of this Minnie Mouse coffee cup. And if you were to take a picture of me writing the show every day.
I was just about to say, you need to take a photo of you and Minnie Mouse.
Right there beside on my little side table next to my couch in my studio is that Minnie Mouse coffee cup. This is true. If I take it with me in the morning to do anything and leave it in my truck, I will go outside in the morning to get that coffee cup so I can wash it to put my coffee in that particular coffee cup. Do you guys have anything like that?
Yes.
What is it?
Not sure. I think every time I open a can, I'm looking for, I'll have a favorite, whether it's type of bowl for cereal.
Right, yes.
Or my coffee cups, I've got it down to 4 that I like based on the size of the cup. Yep. And what's on the outside.
Right.
The print.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And there's some I won't even go near.
Oh, really?
See,
we have, so my wife has her favorite coffee cup, and if I go to make coffee in the morning, we also have those travel cups, those little styrofoam ones with the lids, and if she's going to take her coffee to go, I'll make her coffee in that, but in the mornings, if not, I make it her favorite coffee cup. So theoretically, we have 12 coffee cups. We use 2.
Right.
Yeah, because we have our favorite cups and we don't vary it. I will go into the dishwasher, even if we have clean coffee cups right there in our coffee area, I will go look for her coffee cup because that's the one she likes.
So
that's weird, right?
Not at all.
I'm saying we have probably about 2 to 3 dozen coffee cups. We go through at least 10 a day. I don't know
10?
how. I don't know how.
You just find them out and around the house?
I'm loading the dishwasher. I'm like, who's using these? I'm using one. Where are they coming from?
Right. Your kid's bedroom, where she's had them stacked under her bed for a month.
Are they having babies?
On the window ledge?
Oh, yeah, everywhere. What is yours? Do you have something like this?
Coffee cups.
Yeah. Why is it just coffee cups? Like, I don't have a favorite cup I drink beer out of.
Oh, because
I don't have. I mean, I have tons of like bourbon cups, like crystal. But I don't really discriminate between those. I'll just reach up and grab the one that's first, and I'll use it. I don't have a specific cup for drinking bourbon out of.
Because coffee is it's a seminal moment in your day. It's a spiritual moment. It's something that's so profound and important that it's got to be right.
You're 100% right.
Yeah,
now,
it's the first thing you're going to do that day. You don't want the first thing to be crappy.
It's why you get out of bed. It's the first positive thing, getting out of bed, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to go have coffee.
I have a favorite knife, and I have probably 10 really good quality knives, and I will literally dig through the entire drawer looking for the one knife that I like to cut with.
That makes perfect sense, though.
Does it really?
I think so.
Yeah,
You're comfortable with it?
I move 4 perfectly capable knives, exactly the same sharpness, almost the same shape, to get to the one that I use the most, and it's not sometimes even the sharpest one.
Well, it's just the one that you like.
It's the one I like. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Why do we do that as a species?
You know what I have? I have a cup that has the footprints, the time.
The poem.
And I would love to retire it, but every time I go to put it away, like I can't give it away. I can't throw it away.
It works its way to the front of the cabinet. Like
it works.
Why can't you throw it away? Because what's on it?
Because of what's on it.
We talked about that before, though, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't throw it away because it's got something special on it. You feel like you're
religious on it.
You feel like you're disrespecting whatever's on there, but it's just a cup.
Yeah, just use it to put your toothbrush in the bag. I see it every morning.
Mm-hmm.
I might use it for a plant or something.
I got my favorite cooking pans.
Oh, yeah.
All that stuff, man. It's kind of do you guys have a favorite toilet paper? Or do you just buy what's on sale?
Costco, baby.
Costco, whatever's on sale?
No, I get the Costco,
Oh, you get Costco brand?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, they got it on point.
Oh, really? No breaches?
No, it's perfect.
We do Charmin. I find that's pretty expensive, so I don't mind a good Cottonelle.
My wife likes Cottonelle. I came in with Charmin the other day, and my wife is like, "What's that?" I'm like, "It's toilet paper." What do you mean, what's that? I mean, she goes, "Don't we use Cottonelle?" I'm like, "We use what's on sale." She goes, No. You go put that in your bathroom, and I need Cottonelle because this is what goes against my butt is this Cottonelle.
Yeah, there's areas where you don't scrimp. I only get the Costco brand because it's a good price, but it's also a quality product.
Right.
Like Scott, at least that's not a downgrade. What you brought home is still a quality toilet paper.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the top.
That's Scott. It's like a tissue paper.
I don't know.
Who uses that? What is that for?
Also, stop putting aloe or whatever lotion in your toilet paper because I can't tell when I'm done then. Because I can't.
Slippery.
It's so slippery. You don't know what's going on. You got to look at it. Then who wants to look at it? You don't want to fact check it.
Well, you know what drives me crazy when you're trying to break open a new roll of paper toweling or toilet paper, and you can't quite figure out. It's like they put enough glue to stick on 6 layers of toilet paper. You're just watching your money peel off. Or it looks like you've created enough confetti that someone's having a party over the poop.
Right. And can I tell you something? Why make it so difficult to get into it? You know where else they do that? Gum. Have you ever gotten a pack of extra gum and tried to get into it? I'm like, do they protect missiles with this? Because I'm telling you, it takes an act of Jesus himself to get into a pack of gum.
I know.
God almighty. All right, 407. 916-1041. Text us at 77031. McDonald's is making a move, and we have another keyword next.
It's never been easier to listen to Real Radio 104.1 wherever you go. Make us your number one preset on our free iHeartRadio app.
There's a whole lot of off-ramp backup from 429 southbound to US 192. Keep left to avoid those delays. That earlier accident's off to the shoulder. I-4 westbound approaching Osceola Polk Line Road. Emergency crews are still blocking some lanes, causing bumper-to-bumper traffic. On the Greenway southbound before 408, they're still clearing up that overturned vehicle there as well. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Duke's Mayo. Duke's, it's got twang.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about Duke's Mayo. It says here it's got twang. That sounds good. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules. Don't miss TK Law. Trendley Kramer Law calls every Wednesday at 8:35 on the Monsters in the Morning. Ray Trendley and the Monsters will be discussing all things law, from the latest celebrity legal troubles to what's going on out there.
Looking for the perfect spot to hang with friends or make new ones? Hop on over to Frogger's Grill and Bar. With 4 great locations in Oviedo, Mount Dora, Apopka, and Altamont Springs, there's a Frogger's near you. Their fresh, never frozen menu will blow you away. With over 50 widescreen TVs, you won't miss a single college or NFL game this season. Plus, they're hiring. Join Frogger's family. They need qualified line cooks and managers at all locations. Apply online at Froggers.com or apply in person between 2 and 4 p.m. daily. Frogger's Grill and Bar. Hoppin' with food and fun.
iHeartMedia presents the Fresh from Florida Groceries Giveaway. 50 lucky winners will each receive a $100 grocery voucher to indulge in Fresh from Florida goodness. Enter to win at iHeart.com/freshfromflorida.
Eligibility and results may vary. If you're an Orlando area resident looking for a great dentist, complete dental care is waiting at Sage Dental. At Sage Dental, our caring team of dentists, specialists, and oral surgeons use the latest innovation and minimally invasive techniques for less discomfort and faster healing. From routine cleanings to advanced procedures like implants, oral surgery, restorations, or custom dentures, Sage Dental is your all-in-one dental home. No more running around town. We do it all right in our offices. We even create beautiful, long-lasting crowns the very same day. And for those on Medicare, Sage Dental can help you understand your benefits and make your care as simple as possible. Medicare and most insurance plans accepted. No insurance? Our Sage Care Plus plan can save you up to 65% on general or specialty dental care. Sage Dental, leading with innovation, centered on your care. To schedule an appointment, call 800-341-6644. 800-341-6644. That's 800-341-6644.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today, 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Annuities, not advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
The accident wasn't your fault, so why should you be burdened with the medical bills? This is Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get overwhelmed by mounting medical bills. I'll fight to ensure that the responsible party pays what you're owed. Injured on the go? Don't wait. Visit justcallmo.com.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Guys, you know what? If your T is low, you got low testosterone, it's time to get your edge back with Red Mountain Weight Loss. And if you get Red Mountain Weight Loss and get on testosterone therapy, they're going to give you 1 1 month of a GLP-1 weight loss medication for absolutely free. That's a $299 value. Hey man, it's worth it. If you're getting older, it doesn't mean that you got to, feel old. Prescription testosterone restores your get up and go and it'll have you feeling like you're 20 again. Gain more muscle and less effort in the gym. You're going to feel better, you're going to sleep better, and you're going to love a little bit better, if you know what I mean. It's Red Mountain Weight Loss. Don't be fooled. Nothing boosts testosterone like actual testosterone. It's a game changer, and you're going to look better and you're going to lose weight. And remember, you get a combo of testosterone and a GLP-1. It will burn that belly fat, and you're going to get ripped. So this month, get your free GLP-1 medication, a $299 value when you start testosterone therapy only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Book your video appointment today. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or dial pound 250 on your phone and say the keyword Red Mountain.
New year, new goals. And in this economy, a better money plan is more necessary than ever. I am Matt.
And I'm Joel.
We are from the How to Money podcast. And every week we help you to spend smarter, save more, and to make sense of what's going on out there.
If you want 2026 to be the year you finally feel in control of your money, we're here to give you the tools and advice to help you make it happen. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search How to Money, and listen now.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM, HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Gold. G-O-L-D. Gold. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
So I'm weird. I don't like hot coffee. I like warm coffee because then I can chug it and not burn myself because I have a habit of burning myself on it. So I have a Yeti coffee cup. I make it at 7 a.m. and by 11 it is perfect temperature for me to slam it for the rest of my day. I use it Monday through Friday and technically wash it out at the weekend. But if you ask any military general, they have their coffee cup and they haven't washed it in about 40 years.
yeah.
What's going on, Colbert crew?
What up, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this anonymous so I don't get murdered in my sleep. Jim, my wife checks it. My wife looks at it on a regular. Because she says she has to see that she's done. She can't go by feel. Man, oh man.
Yeah.
Well, you're also supposed to check for your health.
Yeah.
I'm. When you said that, and I don't know how much you want to get into that topic.
I don't, but I mean,
I don't know how you don't check.
Okay, so
visually.
Okay, hold on for a second. I can explain. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1.
I think you need to gently reset.
Your 5 o'clock keyword is gold, G-O-L-D. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Great to hear Deb's voice doing the words this time.
Yeah.
And if you have any trouble getting on our website, you can always enter on the iHeartRadio app, bring up Real Radio, hit the station button, and you can enter there.
Very nice. Gold is the word, guys. Go get it. Go get that money. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Free app, and you could win $1,000.
That's right.
Let's go.
And while you're doing that, by the way, make us your number one preset.
Please.
That'd be great. What we were talking about is, that turned into a brand loyalty thing. We were talking about things in your house, and man, a bunch of people responded, say, I have a bowl that I eat cereal out of. I have a bowl I do this out of. What were some of the other things they were saying? I got a knife. Let's see what else. More of the toilet paper stuff. Oh, favorite underwear. Stuff like that. You have to have a favorite bra, right? Every woman I've ever known has a favorite bra.
Oh, yeah. And panties.
And panties, right, yeah. Or style of, not necessarily one pair they wear a lot, but that style of panty is the best. Yeah, Diplo mug for my beverages. I have a favorite spoon. I have a favorite burner on my stove. I actually have that as well because I know exactly how hot it gets and how hot it doesn't get, how to regulate it, where on the dial is the best. I got all that. Yeah. I think we all do that. Toilet paper thing was I asked Jack if he had a favorite brand of toilet paper. He said yes. He buys Costco, and I asked him if it was the quality was there.
It is.
It is, and the price is right because toilet paper is blanking expensive.
$20 for a case, which is
usually
6. There's 6 in a pack, and there's 5 packs.
Yeah. Oh wow, you get a lot then. So I wind up paying like well over between 20 and 25 for that 12 pack. Oof. Now it's the big rolls, but the problem with the big rolls is our house is a little bit older, so those built-in toilet paper holder things don't really facilitate the big rolls. Have you guys noticed that?
Yeah, it makes them really hard to pull.
Yeah, you get the big rolls, and unless and for the first for the first 2 or 3 times you go to the bathroom, you're basically fighting that thing to run. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the roll's too thick, it's too big, and when you put it on your toilet paper thing, it's too large.
Yeah.
So we don't like that one. But the problem is when you buy the other one, the Cottonelle, it's too small, and you feel like you're changing the roll like every 3 times. But what we were talking about is I don't like the toilet paper that has aloe in it or lotion or something because they try to make it as soft as possible, much like they did with like Kleenex back in the day, your face tissue.
Not a fan of that either.
Right, and it makes it slippery. So my thing is when you're doing your business and you're taking care after doing your business, because the toilet paper has lotion or whatever in it, it's hard to tell when you're done. You have to do a check. Now, for me, I don't have to do a check because I can tell by the resistance I'm getting when I'm doing it.
Welcome to the dinner hour.
There's a friction there where everybody look. This is all human stuff. Everybody does this. Everybody knows exactly what we're talking about. But there's a certain friction there where I don't have to do the visual check.
Is this the question of the day?
No.
Do you check?
Yeah, sure it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Everybody does.
Well, you should.
Everybody does.
You
You're
should.
right.
Yeah. It's a health check.
You don't have to check the first 2 times though, right? You
want to know what you're dealing with.
Jesus, Jack. Stop. You don't even believe that.
I have a bidet, so I do less of that manual part.
Well, how long do you blast it with the bidet? How long are you pressure washing your thing there?
Good 45 minutes.
40. Get out of here. You're not. And does yours do warm?
It does not.
Oh, see, that's
a butt pucker right there.
It is, this time of year, that's when the bidets sound great until it's January, and then you get bidets. Next thing you know, your hair's standing straight up.
I was thinking of this, and I realized this, and I was thinking of this while I was sitting there. It's when the weather dipped in the upper 30s. Was when I could feel my core temperature dropping.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, look, listen. You know when you brush
other things dropping.
When you wash your face after shaving and it's cold outside, that blast of water, you're like, God, what is this?
That one is like, okay, we'll be done now.
Yeah. And that area is sensitive to temperature. I don't know if you know this. That's where they find out when you're a baby what's going on.
That's the other thing too about not using that aloe. I don't like having that chemical stuff on that tissue is
I don't and then when you're done you stand up and it still feels like you have
slippery bottom,
it's slippery ass. I don't know who wants that.
Do you squeak a little when you walk?
Well, the problem is in Florida we get enough of that. I don't know about you ladies. Do ladies get swamp ass? Do you know what that is?
I'm not sure how to describe this topic for our son.
Okay, just write ass. It's just a bunch of ass.
The ass segment.
But I'm serious. Like in the summer, guys, we get sweaty in that area down there, and it gets swampy, man. And you got to make sure it's dry all the time down there. Because
Gold Bond that bad boy.
We have bits. Well, I mean, Gold Bond's not bad, but there's another one that's even better than that. It's that thing that encapsulates that.
Maybe you're more susceptible to the swampy feeling because you don't visually check.
No, that's the
Stop.
That's not the point at all, Jack.
Stop.
The point is during the summer you can tell it because it's sweat, but when you're using that lotiony toilet paper,
I don't like that stuff.
It's hard to tell because it leaves a residue of slip, and that's not what you want. When you get up and you start walking away, you don't want. You should be able to know, and then when you feel like you don't know, it's not good. You don't want to be rolling through the hallways here thinking. You're not
good.
done.
No, the toilet paper here will let you know when it's done.
Oh, the toilet paper here is criminal.
Prison toilet paper.
It's criminal.
I learned this from C-Lane on the air, listening to the News Junkie. There's a hack for that. Go to the third floor.
Oh, they have better.
Really?
Yes.
Why do they have better paper than us?
Because
we're the longest tenant by $1 billion.
But I think it's how we kind of portioned off the building where we kind of took over the whole floor and we actually made it a whole secure floor.
Yeah.
So they have a different cleaning process and crew for the bottom floors. And we have, our cleaning crew is unique to us. And the products that they have are unique to us.
It is that the toilet paper that we have here is not good. Can we all admit that?
Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt.
And the problem is what makes it so bad is it's such bad quality. You have to use twice as much of it each time. Like each time. It's not like you're using, I use twice as much per sit. No. Per action.
Right.
Like you got to double, triple it up to make sure there's no breach. Because I got to tell you, man, there's nothing in the world like the first opportunity there, you get a breach. And then you can't even look at that hand. You can't even look at it. You don't even want to know.
Someone also texted 77031. Deborah, for someone that smokes, you sure have a thing about putting chemicals in your body. It doesn't make sense. Less chemicals on my butt, more chemicals I can put in with the smoke.
Exactly
I
right.
don't see how you can't see the correlation.
Everybody
but there
understands.
You go.
Right. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks for checking in.
I was going to talk about McDonald's this spring.
No.
We can stop. One of these leads to the other.
It's loosely connected.
Yeah.
Oh, don't say loosely.
Real loosely. If you eat the right thing. All right. McDonald's does bet on something. We will talk about this next. Secret menus, nostalgia, and some added products. We'll see how it goes. That's next here on the Jim Colbert Show. Stay put.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
I-4 westbound approaching Champions Gate is going to be bumper to bumper for a while. 2 left lanes are blocked before Osceola Polk Line Road. Traffic's backed up from Osceola Parkway. There's a crash off to the shoulder getting cleared up on Florida's Turnpike southbound past that I-4 exit there. The Greenway southbound before 408 emergency crews are still off to the shoulder. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Duke's Mayo. Duke's, it's got twang.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about good mayo. Duke's Mayo. It'll make any dish sing. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here with my friends over at the Nickley Group. Just talking to Tom Nickley the other day, reminding me, and he says, hey, look he sent me this picture. He said, for the first time since 2022, mortgage rates don't start with a 6. That's right, 5% dot. Mortgage rates are available right now. Look, let me tell you, we've said this 100 times. When you're buying or selling your house, that's usually one of the biggest financial commitments you've made in your entire life. If you're selling, you want to maximize the value of your house. The real estate group over at the Nickley Group, they can do this for you. They maximize that. They get about 6% more on average than their competitors, and they sell those homes twice as fast. And if you're buying a home, let me tell you, man, nobody is going to do an exhaustive search of the Central Florida area to look for homes that check all the boxes you want more than the Nickley Group. Total Pros. This is the #1 real estate group in all of Central Florida. 4,500 plus homes sold, 4,000 5-star reviews, and their VIP program is crazy as well. Free appraisals, free home warranties, free moving trucks and supplies, and an early access program to get you into off-market properties before they even get listed. Take advantage of these guys and get ahead of the game at the Nickley Group. It's the NickleyGroup.com. That's NICKLEY Group.com.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. It's a new year, and that means a new opportunity to get more for your trade. Listen, the value of your trade can differ by thousands depending upon where you go. At Greenway Kia, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete to buy your trade, and that competition could put up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value in your pocket. Start the year ahead at greenwaykias.com or visit one of our 3 metro area locations today. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinance expires 2/5/26.
Jim Colbert Show question of the day is live. It's in our YouTube chat. Just go to YouTube and search the Jim Colbert Show. It's brought to us by the Home Builders Network. That's our buddy Mike, the home builder, and the crew he's assembled there at the Home Builders Network. He's a fourth-generation craftsman, contractor, over 36 years of real hands-on experience. It makes a difference when it comes to knowing what shortcuts to take and what is not worth it for the long-term health of your home. He's done a new roof on my house, gutters, a new bathroom as well. Whether it's that or maybe window and door replacement, it's the Home Builders Network. Connect with them online at hbnusa.com. They have a showroom in Altamont Springs. Get all the details on his website, hbnusa.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
We got a call late New Year's Eve. A dad's garage door spring just snapped. He said, my family's counting on me tomorrow. We have big plans. So we showed up fast. We didn't talk about the price. We didn't wait till the morning. We fixed it right then. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner at A1 Garage Door Service. When you need help, we're the ones who show up. From repairs to upgrades, call A1 from day one. Call A1 Garage Door Service today or schedule online at A1Garage.com.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/freeforever to learn more.
If Harley-Davidson had a playground, this would be it. Welcome to Teddy Morris's Daytona Harley-Davidson. Over 100,000 square feet, 2 stories and packed with bikes, gear, and the kind of atmosphere you feel the second you walk in. Our master techs keep you rolling. Our showroom keeps things exciting, and there's always something happening. Events every weekend, rides, music, and good times. Located at Destination Daytona, because this isn't just a dealership. It's the station for Harley-Davidson. Teddy Morris's Daytona Harley-Davidson, where the ride starts and the fun never stops.
The new year means new resolutions, not just for your body, but for your finances as well. Did you know that financial health is directly related to your identity protection? This is why you need LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your subscription money back. Resolve to make your identity, health, and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Visit LifeLock.com and save up to 40% off your first year with a promo code BECK. Terms apply.
This hour of programming is brought to you by My Home Builders Network. Need new windows? Then you need Mike and his team at hbnusa.com.
Radio. 104.1.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Still to come, legal stories and more with Ray Trendley from TK Law. Today at 6:20 on The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey, Colbert crew, this is Dan from Daytona.
What up, bub?
I know exactly what you mean. My mom's house is like that, especially when you take the Browns to the Super Bowl and you pull out one little sheet that's like an inch and you can't pull out enough to do what you need to do. It's frustrating, but
yes,
it is what it is.
It is.
Y'all are awesome. Make me laugh every day. Y'all have a good day.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1 Gold. G-O-L-D. That is your 5 o'clock keyword. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here.
Oh, yeah.
Jack, what's the other option if it doesn't go through?
If you can't get on the website, just bring up the iHeartRadio app, bring up Real Radio. There's a button where it says station. You tap on that, and you can see Grand in your hand, and you can actually enter on your phone on the iHeartRadio app. We're sorry about the inconvenience, but it's definitely something beyond our control.
Yeah. And while you're there doing that, please make it your number one preset. That helps us out quite a bit. It doesn't cost you anything while you're there. It's just eeasy. Boom. Make it that.
And I appreciate we got a bunch of talkbacks But on this topic, none can be played until I check them all.
Oh, really? Oh, on the toilet paper thing? Yeah. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
And I apologize in advance, Jack. I do this to him. He does not know. No. All right, so McDonald's, obviously the largest restaurant chain in the world, I believe.
One of them.
By volume. Right up there with some of the other, like Subways and whatnot. Taco Bell has a bunch of them as well.
KFC.
Yeah. I think along with all of those, they're the king of fast food, though, are they not? McDonald's?
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, the king of fast food. I think so. I when it comes to the franchise models and how they've kind of dominated the space for so long and have been number one or two or number one like that entire time, I don't know anybody that's ever unseated them as, revenue and everything. I think revenue-wise, they've been the number one fast food purveyor for decades.
Can't think of anyone.
Well, and I got to tell you, outside of the McRib thing we just heard about, McDonald's, do you guys think McDonald's messes with their menu that much? I was trying to think about it when I saw the story today, and I could not remember McDonald's doing like the Burger King thing where they have the black bun, or they have the King Burger, or they have...
Well, they do it with the McRib.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But outside of the McRib, they don't really mess with the menu. Like you won't get a quarter pounder with cheese that also has like onion rings on it or barbecue sauce or anything like that.
Unless you know a secret menu.
Yeah, sure. Or unless you know somebody who works there. But McDonald's is betting on something in 2026, and they think it's going to help change like the profile of the company. Maybe offer something new. What would you think they would do? They do have a secret menu, and they have some mashups that they do there that they're going to talk about, making regular menu items. But they're doing something, and they're not actually doing anything to the menu. They're adding a special sauce, but they're making a thing called the Big Arch, which is a massive double patty burger. So in other words, take your quarter pounder with cheese, I guess, and make that patty bigger now.
Okay.
And that's what they're doing. It'll have it's a permanent item in the UK apparently. 2 beef patties, 3 slices of cheese, lettuce, pickles, onions, and that new tangy Big Arch sauce on that poppy and sesame seed bun.
All right.
That's their new thing. Now, it says when they were asked about this, Fox News, I guess, contacted them and asked them about it. They would not say anything. It is a permanent menu item overseas. I guess they're hoping to bring that to the U.S.
So is the special sauce the only difference between a Big Mac and the Big Arch?
I guess the patties are bigger and it doesn't have the middle piece of bread, because that's the number one thing that people ask in the context of the story is like, isn't this just a Big Mac? And they're like, no, it's not a Big Mac. The patty is bigger and it's got this different sauce as well.
And the bun is different if it has poppy seed and sesame seed.
Yeah, some say it doesn't even compare to the classic Big Mac version. It's where's the old overall flavor as well. It says it was somebody said it's the messiest burger I've ever had. I think Wendy's will have something to say about that. Wendy's has the messiest burgers by a million. It's very onion forward. That's what they said.
That's a new phrase. Onion forward.
It's very onion forward. I don't mind that. Beef and onions are great. You can't put enough raw onions on my hamburgers. I love them.
Oh, I made burgers last night. Check this out.
Did you really?
So we had they were already pre-made patties, but I said, I'm not settling for that.
Right, yeah.
Right? I grabbed a thing of onion soup mix.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I had 4 patties. I quartered the bag in 4. And then I took each patty and took like a quarter of the onion, then just remade the patty, and boom. And then what did I do? Raw onions on top of that. Let's go. Let's go.
Now that's onion forward. And what's great about what Jack, because
I'm still tasting it.
That mix has the bouillon in it.
Yeah.
Like for the it's I think it would be chicken based or whatever. But when that fat and juice mix with that, you get that inside the burger.
Let's go.
Damn, that's so good. Now, they also they're introducing a surf and turf burger. Any ideas what that could be?
Fish fillet with a beef patty?
That's exactly it. Quarter pounder with cheese with a fish fillet on top.
Okay.
Do you know anybody that eats fish fillet?
I've never had one. My grandfather used to always get one, but you've had them, Deb?
Oh, that's usually my go-to.
Is it? Is it good?
I love it.
I will have to be if that's your go-to.
Well, here's the thing, right? So in the culinary world, there's one thing you never put on fish.
Tartar sauce.
No, you always put that on there.
Yeah.
There's one thing you never put on fish.
Breading.
Cheese.
Oh, that's right. They put cheese on it.
They put you get a slice of American cheese on a fish patty. You like that?
Bring me back to fourth grade.
This one is a surf and turf burger. It is a Filet-O-Fish patty with a quarter pounder with cheese or a quarter pounder patty on top of it.
I'm so sure about that.
They're returning a chicken Big Mac.
Oh, wow.
So instead of the beef patties on a Big Mac, it's chicken cutlets, fried chicken cutlets. They're going to have a novelty item like an espresso milkshake, which sounds great, by the way. Apple pie mini McFlurry and Big Mac sauce sold separately as a dip.
That's called Thousand Island.
Right, kinda. Yeah. It's like ketchup and mayonnaise and a little bit of whatever.
That's a good time right there for a French fry dip.
It says some of the mashups shouldn't work, but they're weirdly good and need to be tried to be believed. That's what the vice president of marketing at McDonald's said for the UK and Ireland.
Which chains do you think have the most units around the world?
The most locations around the world.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to restrict this to American companies because number one is Mixu Ice Cream and Tea. It's a
Chinese,
mostly in China, with 45,000 locations.
Right. Yeah.
The rest of the list is all companies we're familiar with.
And in China, that could just be in Beijing.
Yeah.
I think for the most locations for fast food in America, and it has to be savory food too. It can't just be a dessert place, right?
It could be because one of these you wouldn't really consider a restaurant.
Oh, like Dairy Queen?
That's not on the list.
Okay. And it's a fast food place. These have to have drive-thrus.
Yeah, the number, not all.
That's what indicates fast food, right? Fast food has to have a drive-thru, I believe.
This is top restaurant chains.
Oh, top restaurant chains altogether.
Yeah.
With the most locations?
Most locations.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell is not on this list.
No,
right
come
here.
on. Really?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A's got fewer than Taco Bell, I believe.
Correct, it does.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Chick-fil-A, because of the thing, it's so hard to get a Chick-fil-A.
Well, Taco Bell has almost 6,000. No, Taco Bell has 7,000 locations just in the USA.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is 3,000. However, worldwide locations, the company we're talking about, McDonald's, is coming in at number one with just under 42,000.
42,000 locations. KFC has to be up there as well.
That's what I was thinking was KFC.
KFC's in fourth place, 30,000.
Wow.
In 147 countries.
Subway?
Yes, Subway's in at number 3 with 37,000.
Right, yeah.
What's number 2?
Oh, and you're saying it like it's really difficult.
Well, if you're thinking restaurant.
Dunkin' Donuts.
No, but not far off.
Starbucks.
Correct.
Yeah, baby!
Oh, wow. Don't celebrate that. That took you a long time.
So what? The fifth place, Domino Pizza, then Burger King, then Pizza Hut.
Yeah. Pizza Hut. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I do go to McDonald's occasionally. It's one of those things I crave. But man, I gotta, and I do. I just that drive-through thing to me drives me crazy. But to get some of their nuggets and a quarter pounder with cheese like every 3 weeks is my thing.
You need to use the app.
Yeah, maybe so.
When you pull up and you say, I ordered on the app, and you're getting better deals a lot of the time, and then they're like, okay, pull forward. They have your food ready.
The crazy thing is, I'm acclimated to that because we do it with Jersey Mike's all the time.
Yeah.
Like we will get, my wife will be like, I want a cheesesteak. She loves Jersey Mike's cheesesteaks, and she should. They're damn good. They do a good job, right? So we will leave the house. Jersey Mike's is honestly maybe 2.5 miles from the house.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, it's like right around the corner. So we'll get in the car. She will order when we get in the car. By the time we get there, it's ready to go. And you just walk in, pick it up, and you haul ass.
Convenient.
It is the greatest. And for the life of me, I never think to do it.
And
those people at Publix, you think, look, Publix is the king of that. You go to that deli during the day, like on a regular weekday, like 12 o'clock. That sub thing, that staging area is packed. It looks like a newsroom, or it looks like a mailroom at Christmas.
Yeah, it does.
It's like fully stacked with people just ordering just lunch meat subs, and man, you don't want to get in that line.
Years ago, many years ago, when I started using the Subway app, because we have one here that there is a line out the door at lunchtime, and you can order up. You walk past the line.
Feels good, doesn't it?
It's the greatest feeling in the world.
Let me tell you what, that happens at Starbucks, and I get so pissed off.
Yeah.
I would be in Starbucks waiting, and my daughters and I will meet at Starbucks, like coffee sometimes or whatever, right? We'll just kind of meet to hang out in the mornings if we haven't seen each other in a while. And I'll walk in, and I'll go up to the counter, and I'll order, and I'll sit down, and because my kids are always late. They'll come in after and sit down. And by the time I'm waiting, my kid will get there 5 minutes late. She will order, and we'll still be waiting because all they're doing is cranking out orders for the pickup. The pickup area has it like it's alphabetical. It's like if your last name starts between A and like maybe F or whatever it is, there's an aisle, and then it continues on until they're all done. That thing will be like counter completely full of orders, and people will just come in and out, just grab the order and leave. And the people who come into this restaurant to sit and hang out, they have to wait. Everybody else waits except for the people in the drive-thru or the pre-call.
So when Starbucks has a team meeting, like an employee meeting, they don't close the store. They close the inside portion where the drive-thru stays open. They bring a crew from another store to run the drive-thru, and then all the employees of that store meet in the dining area. So the inside is closed off. You can go through the drive-thru, but it's all employees of other stores.
Wild.
I know this because it's happening right now at the Starbucks where my daughter works.
Oh, really?
I can't wait to find out what the meeting was.
Oh, that's wild. Really? What is a surprise? Surprise meeting?
No, it was
okay.
on the schedule.
All right.
Yeah, whatever training they do or whenever they move into a new thing, whatever new corporate initiative they have. But I do know that they have a bunch of 38,000 to 40,000 coffee houses worldwide.
Damn, that is a lot too.
Yeah.
And again, the infrastructure is so small because those things, the end cap version of Starbucks used to be, pretty spacey. But I think they kind of got away from all those spaces, and now the spaces are way smaller. And a lot of the Starbucks that I know, that the ones that are in my neighborhood are just, I mean, you can go in, but they really promote just driving up and getting your stuff.
But now I think with ever since the Chipotle guy came over, I think the idea is to make it that third space again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
that's what they got away from, and I think that's what kind of cost them. They were trying to maximize volume, but really people wanted the experience of Starbucks, and they lost that.
Yeah.
Hard to get that back, too.
I mean, I have a drive-through that just popped up a couple months. The Good Bean, the Human Being,
yeah,
the Human Being.
Yes,
I think it's play on Human Being.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
right.
Yeah,
it's just a drive-through. I don't know. I got to look at the menu. I don't know.
Yeah, but there's a lot of those now. But man, I got to tell you, the coffee is all kind of blah, man. I mean, there's nothing like unique about it. That one the thing we were talking about last week with the people who have the little trailers on the corners or in front of convenience stores, their coffee's better than those. I went to that. Is it not Brothers or whatever it is? The one that came
Dutch Brothers?
Dutch Brothers, that's it.
Yeah.
Man, I got to tell you, I mean, I'm sure they're fine people, but the coffee was very pedestrian to me.
I remember you hearing the buzz about Tim Hortons.
Yeah, again,
well.
Very Dunkin' Donuts. I've had Tim Hortons. When we were in Maine, they're everywhere. We pulled in to see what the hype was about, and it just wasn't.
I think it's like a Dunkin', right?
Yeah, it's exactly like Dunkin'.
But I think, and we had Texas pointed out, and I think actually it was the point of your story last week about these cheaper places where you could get good coffee, and like Wawa and Racetrack.
Yeah.
They really have leaned into their coffee service.
7-Eleven has as well. I got to tell you, 7-Eleven did it years ago. They actually started offering like a Colombian brew, like an Ecuadorian. They started offering all different kind of bean roasts, and this was a while back, but they didn't really promote it much. And then when Wawa hit, and then Racetrack made a massive advertising campaign probably about 8-10 years ago where they were pushing their stores as if somewhere you should just kind of pop in to eat, not even worried about like gas or anything. Just come to Racetrack to get your lunch. They get burgers, pizzas, sandwiches, the whole 9 yards. I mean, I go to Wawa occasionally for breakfast sandwiches before I play golf early in the morning.
Oh man,
dude,
they've got some good breakfast sandwiches.
They crush it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's so cheap. You can get like a ham biscuit with cheese on it for like $2.40 or something.
Garlic aioli.
Oh
on
my
that.
God, so good.
Get out.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77.
Jack's lovely.
03.
I got the app.
All right, a couple things before we get to trivia, and then we'll get to the top of the hour with Brandon. And then, of course, we go into Ray. So this is one of the last little things we'll do today, but I did want to bring this up. It was a list that kind of popped around. And it says 10 things we want to stop caring about in 2026. In other words, things we're just simply not going to pay attention to or give power to coming up in 2026. And I started one of these trends a long time ago.
All right.
Responding to text as soon as possible.
I'm still waiting for a response to a text I sent you on Saturday.
Yeah. And
you have to be able to respond to texts as soon as possible to start not responding to them as soon as possible.
It says keeping up with the people you grew up with.
Couldn't care less.
Yeah, but that a lot of people do. I went
Yeah.
through that a little bit in my life, where I wanted to prove everybody wrong, kind of thing.
But you have it. You still kind of have a connection with Palatka.
Whereas Jack and I couldn't be further away from our childhood.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. And you guys no interest in delving into that. You don't go back. When's the last time When's the last time you were back in your hometown?
That would be when Chris took me to my first Cubs game at Wrigley Field. So that's 2016.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
So 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Jack?
A year ago.
Yeah. But
whenever we go, I like driving through. I go to the place where we eat and stuff, but I'm not seeing anybody I know.
Yeah. It says sports. It says keep watching. Just don't be so invested on whether they win or lose. In other words, what they're saying in 2026, people aren't going to care as much about if their sports teams win or not. Yeah, and I think that's a very good.
Yeah,
it's so much better when you don't bet.
Do you guys worry about trendy clothing?
No.
Look at me.
This is something I'm going to give up.
Okay.
Other people's opinions of you?
Yeah.
You don't care a whole lot? I do care a little bit.
Well,
I used to say I didn't, but I've been honest with myself lately, and I do care.
Yeah.
I think everyone
does care to
cares
some level.
to a degree. At least certain people in this job, you kind of have to be able to. I mean, because there's so many people we can reach and that can reach us. There is a level of distance where you kind of have to not care too much about your haters, and really you kind of have to kind of take it all with a grain of salt.
Yeah, because there's nothing you can do about it. Would you rather be liked or respected?
Respected.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's kind of what guides the whole idea with what I'm just like, you try to be a good person.
Right.
And if people don't like your personality, that's fine. They can not like your personality. They can not like your sense of humor. But, if they can't I just don't want to be called a bad person. I want people to think I'm a good person.
Right.
And I want to do things that make people and reinforce the fact that I'm a good human being and I'm not a malicious jackass. That's the only thing I really care about. But I do like people liking me. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, absolutely not, especially in our business.
You ever get peer pressured into going out or doing anything silly or like that? They're saying in 2026, people are going to empower themselves and not say yes to going out with friends just because they feel guilty that they were asked.
My friends know better.
Yeah, just not even asked.
I don't know. Maybe I missed that. I missed that boat. But it's to my own detriment. I'm like, I need to go out and do more stuff.
Yeah.
And just,
I do too. I told my wife this year I'm going to go out and see more comedy acts, try to find more interesting people to come on the program and hang out with us, just locals that have a unique voice or whatever. Here's one that applies to Deb. How often do you worry about making good time while driving?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with it when I travel. If my wife and I drive somewhere out of the state or whatever, I get oddly obsessed if we're making good time or not.
And they're saying you should give that up,
You should
right?
just not worry about
And
it. You
that's
should just
funny.
relax and enjoy the ride.
Because that's the one time when I don't stress about the travel time because you're on vacation.
Yeah, I know, but for some reason, I feel like if you're supposed to get there in 8 hours, you should get there in 8 hours. It shouldn't be 8 hours and 20 minutes or anything like that. And look, it's what makes me annoying and unbearable.
One of the things.
Thank you. I appreciate that. The holidays, people saying they're going to start dialing back how much time they spend for Christmas and all these other holidays. They're going to just kind of make it more human than less advertised.
Yeah, I think we have that thought every year.
Yep.
Never works.
How about this one? And this is a sign of the times, right? And the last one is the most important one. But buying a house, that in 2026, one of the things is people aren't going to pressure themselves to believe that buying the house is the end-all, be-all of being an American.
Because it's not affordable as it was.
It isn't, but I think that what's happening is because the affordability is taking away, and people are starting to rationalize the idea.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm not going to buy a house because, and it has nothing to do with whether they want one or not want one. It's they're telling themselves that because they can't afford it, and they don't want to remember that they can't afford it.
Yeah, they don't want to put that as the American dream if it's something that's out of reach.
Exactly.
So they're just readjusting their perspective and attitude, which I think is a much healthier way to handle that situation.
And I got to tell you, man, I just saw a story last week we almost talked about, and it said, "Do you even believe the American dream is achievable anymore?" And you have to really think about that because a lot of the metrics and data out there say that what the average income to buy a house in America now is going to be like $130,000 or $140,000 for a family to bring in that kind of money to buy a house that you would consider just your 3-2 starter homes or like what $400K now. $350,000, $400,000.
I mean, the average age of the first-time home buyer shot up. It used to be like 30, now it's 37 or so.
Right, exactly, man.
And then, so if you think, okay, 37, where are you in that family life? If you got married in your 20s, now you already have kids. So now that is kind of draining your resources.
Right, yeah.
And you throw a house with the mean price of how many hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah, just it makes it so tough.
And then the last one here is one that I can say for a fact, and I can say this as a public service announcement from your friend Jim Colbert to you. Do not ever worry about things that you cannot control. If you want to ruin your life, your day, your week, you will get obsessed about things that you, regardless of the input that you may have, more than likely cannot control. I wasted so much of my life trying to control a scenario that was completely and utterly uncontrollable. And even though I did everything in my power to rein something in, it never happened, and it destroyed for about 4 or 5 years of my life.
Yeah.
Because all I did was obsess about that particular thing, and there's nothing I could do about it. It was completely and utterly out of my control.
Let it go.
Let it effing
Let
go.
it go.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Load them up, boys and girls. It is time for trivia. We will do that next.
Real Radio is the News Junkie.
WrestleMania 5, Hulk Hogan versus whom?
Macho Man Randy Savage.
That is correct. Yes. Whose heart were they fighting for?
Elizabeth.
The winner got a woman?
Yes, Miss Elizabeth.
It was a long time ago, Sealand. Things used to be different. Yeah.
Exactly.
The News Junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Discover.
It'll be the wild card round of the NFL playoffs wrapping up tonight. The Steelers host the Texans in an AFC showdown. Germany, that's the next stop for the Magic. They'll face Memphis and Berlin on Thursday. Orlando hasn't streaked in either direction in 14 games. And college basketball action, that continues tomorrow when Florida's at Oklahoma, Florida State's at Syracuse, UCF visits Kansas State on Wednesday. I'm Scott Davidson.
Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/creditcard.
Man, there's no question that when you have plumbing problems, your entire house stops running. That means no showers, no flushing toilets. It is the worst, and that is why it's so smart to have a reputable plumbing company on call. And for me, that's Modern Plumbing Industries. These guys were at my house today finishing up this job, and they absolutely, literally fashioned apart from parts to make sure that my sinks were going to work. And that is what you get from Modern Plumbing. These guys will not take no for an answer. If there's a problem, they will solve it. They've been doing this since 1975, and they do it all plumbing, gas, water heaters, and so much more. And when you book your appointment, just mention the Jim Colbert Show. That's a $50 discount headed your way. Just call for 24-hour service, 407-327-6000, or just visit them online at modernpi.com.
At TK Law, we do divorce differently. You've heard the saying, you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. It's true in life, and it's true in divorce. A friendly lawyer doesn't mean a weak lawyer. It means a lawyer who actually helps you resolve your case faster, smarter, and with less drama. Collaborative divorce, we do that. Drama-free, we will try. Traffic, well, sorry, we're lawyers, not magicians. Visit onefirmforlife.com. Let's clear the road ahead. TK Law, one firm for life.
Pack your year with awe and awesome at SeaWorld Orlando. Get up close to over 20,000 animals. Board the all-new SeaQuest Legends of the Deep, world's first of its kind suspended dark ride, coming soon. Then enjoy over 200 flavors and 30 concerts during the Seven Seas Food Festival. Select dates now through May 17th. Go from real to unreal at SeaWorld. Pay less than a day, play all year. Get unlimited visits through 2026 with a phone card. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Oh, Johnny, why'd you do it? Why?
Ma, how was I supposed to know? It's a crime to pay more than a dime.
It's all over the radio, you knucklehead.
I should have went to RC Hill, Mitsubishi, and DeLand, and Ocala. RC knows it's a crime to pay more than a dime. Every vehicle, right, RC?
Correct. All you need is one dime down.
Officer, can he get a second chance?
Of course, ma'am.
We work with all types of credit. We have banks and local credit unions to get you the best rates.
New Outlander SUVs with a lifetime warranty and 0% financing for 60 months.
New vehicles under 20 grand, plus acres of pre-owned, and you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime on new and pre-owned.
You hear that, you knucklehead?
All just $1 down.
Oh, it's a crime to pay more than a dime.
And son, stick with RC Hill Mitsubishi. I will, officer. In DeLand, just 2 miles off I-4. DeLand and Ocala.
RCHill.com.
RCHill.com.
Down $535 a month, 72 months at 6% APR, plus tax tag title to qualified buyer.
The playoffs start this weekend, and now you can trade on football legally in Florida on Kalshi. Right now, Pittsburgh is trading at 38% to beat Houston. That means a $100 trade pays out $264 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the odds change, you can buy in or out of your position all game long. And for a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code IHEART to get $20 when you trade 100. KALSHI, Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Hey girl, are you looking for your new favorite lip gloss? Well, I've got it for you. Maybelline Lifter Gloss is definitely it. Maybelline anything always hits. I absolutely love Maybelline and I've used it for years. In particular, the Maybelline Lifter Gloss has no sticky feel. It's super hydrating. Yes, that shine is on point. You can get it at your local Dollar General. And while you're there, you might as well pick me up one too. Okay, don't forget Maybelline Lifter Gloss.
Now that we're getting older, we've been putting more thought into maintaining our health.
We knew the water we drink every day could be filled with contaminants, so
we called Leaf Home Water Solutions.
They came to our home and did a free water test and gave us the analysis right away.
We were shocked at what we saw.
They found heavy metals like iron and copper.
Our own tap water was putting our health at risk, but Leaf Home Water Solutions made it easy to get safer water from every tap and hose. A whole home solution.
They have more than 250 product combinations and designed a system that fits our needs and budget. The installation took less than a day.
With Leaf Home Water Solutions, our water is safer and healthier. When we drink, when we cook, when we shower, even when we garden.
We feel better about our health.
Thanks to Leaf Home Water Solutions.
Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/free and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/free for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/free.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at thenicklygroup.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Jimmy, Jack, you both know me. I just want you guys to know that tomorrow is my 41st birthday. And well, on my 21st birthday, it was my first day of running Best of the Monsters. Yes, 20 years ago. Just letting you know that. And also now I'm the director of marketing for Sloth World. So that is my birthday present you guys can give to me. Let everybody know, go to slothworld.com and get your tickets now.
Nice.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Happy birthday, Matt. We appreciate that.
20 years ago, he was running Best of the Monsters.
Crazy. So funny. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Your 5 o'clock keyword, you got a few minutes, guys. It's GOLD, G-O-L-D. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. If not...
go to the iHeartRadio app, bring up Real Radio, tap station, and you can actually enter your keywords through the app. It's beautiful.
Yeah, very nice. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jackie's here as well.
We want winners.
And he has the Jackie sack, my friend. What's inside?
All aboard.
Chugga chugga.
Choo-choo.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
Here is the deal. Tell me why I like Mondays is because we find out what prizes we have for the week. And one of them is a limited run that we won't have all week.
Oh, okay.
We'll just have for the next few days. But listen up. We have a pair of tickets to see Kansas
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Carry on My Wayward Son.
That Kansas at the Peabody Auditorium, January 18th. Man, that is next Sunday.
Now, I'll tell you, you're going to laugh, but this is the truth. Saw this band, even in their aged ways, because they've been around for a long time, still destroy it.
Yeah.
Every single performance sounds like a CD playing, and it's them. They are... They were considered a progressive rock band back in the day, which means they're incredibly good musicians, and it lasts. They're still incredibly good musicians.
They were one of the original dozen I got from my Columbia Record and Tape Club
Very
back
nice.
in the late 70s. Yeah.
For only a penny.
They got mad respect in the music world, man.
Kansas is coming to Daytona, that Peabody Auditorium on Sunday. We have tickets all week for them. Also in the Jackie Sack, 2 tickets to Fresh from Florida 250 for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series happening at Daytona International Speedway.
Nice.
That's happening February 13th. The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series gets the season started at Daytona with a thrilling race that comes down to the final laps. For any ticket information for the 2026 Daytona 500 and Speed Weeks presented by Avent Health, log on to Daytona500.com or simply call 1-800-PIT-SHOP.
Very nice.
Those are the prizes up for grabs. Back to you.
Let her rip, clickety clack.
1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
It's Monday. Let's go number 1.
Well, number 1 is Carl. Carl, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Doing good, Carl. Glad to hear it. Glad you called. Would you like to play a little game with us?
I sure would.
Well, let's do it then, buddy.
Is he the puzzle master? Or is he the guy who's currently writing today's game? Can he be both? Let's find out. It's time for JCS Trivia.
All right, Carl, this is a real easy game, boss. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is not true, Carl.
What?
Trying to fool you, buddy, but if you can find it, I will send you over to Jack, and he's got a couple things you can choose from for yourself. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Here we go, buddy. It's National Pharmacist Day.
Oh, wow.
That's right, National Pharmacist Day. Here are 3 fun facts about pharmacists and 1 200-milligram lie you need to take after eating. No? All right, very good. All right, buddy, we're talking about pharmacists, Carl. Which one of these is not true? Number 1, Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and ginger ale, all invented by pharmacists. Number 2, on average, it takes 6 to 8 years to earn a degree of pharmacy. Number 3, in the medical profession, pharmacists have the highest number of alcoholics in the U.S., about 4%. Or lastly, long before he was Thor, Australian actor Chris Hemsworth cleaned breast pumps at his local pharmacy. Which of those is a lie?
I'd say number 2.
No, that's absolutely true while you urinate. On average, it takes about 6 to 8 years to earn a degree of pharmacy here in the U.S.
Damn.
All right, 3, 4, or 5.
I'm going to switch it up. We're going to go 4.
4 is Tabitha. Tabitha, how you doing?
Oh, my cat.
Good.
Well, okay, Tab. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, talking about
She's good.
We're talking about pharmacists here, Tabitha. Which one of these isn't true? Number 1,
Ready to go, Jim.
Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, Coke, and ginger ale, all invented by pharmacists. Number 2, in the medical profession, pharmacists have the highest number of alcoholics at about 4%. Or lastly, long before he was Thor, Australian actor Chris Hemsworth cleaned breast pumps at his local pharmacy.
The 4% alcoholic.
That's the one. You're a winner. Boom, you nailed it. Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, ginger ale, and a number of other sodas that you don't know were all created by pharmacists. That's true. In the medical profession, pharmacists do not have the highest rate of alcoholics. Matter of fact, they didn't even show up on the rate. Yeah, one of the safer degrees, I guess, to have in medicine. And lastly here, long before he was Thor, Australian actor Chris Hemsworth did cleaned breast pumps at his local pharmacy in Australia.
He's earned his dues.
A couple other things you may
Or
not know
paid
about
his dues.
pharmacists before we get to the top of the hour. Brandon Kravitz coming in for sports. In some states, pharmacists also have to pass this kind of exam as well. It makes sense if you think about it.
Eye exam.
The bar?
Yeah, law exam.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Not exactly the bar, but they do have to pass a law exam to understand the impact of what they're doing in case something happens.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of crazy, right? The most expensive medicine, the most expensive one and done medicine is a medicine called Linmeldy. All right? Linmeldy. That's the one and done. In other words, once you get it once, you don't have to take it anymore. How much is it per dose? It's the most expensive one-and-done medicine on Earth.
$100,000.
Oh, I was just going to say that.
It's more.
200,000.
$4.25 million.
What?
Per dose. Now, let me tell you something funny. When you go to the top 10 most expensive medicines in the world, where do you think number 10 is? If number 1 is $4.25 million, you would think, well, that's got to drop pretty quickly, right? The last one's $2.5 million. In other words, the top 10 medicines are all $2.5 million or more per dose. For your one and dones.
I think you're going to see more of that as science advances and you can get into more niche areas. But they're going to be expensive.
Yeah, let me show you. I mean, this is another one here. The most expensive ongoing therapy drug is called Myolept, which treats a rare disorder for leptin deficiency. You have to take this twice a month as an injection that you give yourself. It's $1.3 million a year, $75,000 a month.
Damn, how does anybody afford that?
And then lastly, who knows? And then it says a very famous author was a pharmacy tech, and the experience she had actually helped her with some of her books.
It's not J.K. Rowling.
No. She wrote murder mysteries.
Agatha Christie
is the answer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's very nice.
There you go, Jack.
All right.
I've had to stretch for a second female off.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Got another keyword for you coming up right now. And our buddy Brandon Kravitz on the other side with sports. We'll do that next.
It's like a text message with your voice. The TalkBack feature on the free iHeartRadio app. Follow Real Radio 104.1, tap the microphone, and speak.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Right lane's blocked, I-4 westbound approaching World Drive. Traffic's bumper to bumper from Osceola Parkway. Emergency cruiser off to the shoulder on the Greenway southbound before 408. Clearing up that overturned vehicle there. Move over and slow down if you see emergency crews on the roadways. You're going to get caught up in some slowdowns on all the major roadways tonight. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the traffic center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
You can depend on Florida farmers. Our farm is where we live and work. It's where we raise our families and provide for yours. When you shop for Florida-grown fruits and vegetables, look for local. Choose Fresh from Florida, the homegrown brand of Florida farmers.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Mills Air. No question, when you talk about having a, quote, guy to take care of your house, one of the, quote, guys you want is that guy or girl that does AC. And let me tell you, you should just stop right here at Mills Air. You don't have to go anywhere else. These guys are the absolute best in town, doing it since 1992. You can do the math. That's about 30-plus years of experience in keeping you and your family nice and comfortable right here in Central Florida. And it's different here in Florida. The weather can be anything. Today, the high is going to be 74. Tomorrow, the high is like 60. And 3 days ago, it was 82. That's why you need the experience of Mills Air to make sure your AC never quits on you. But if you do need a new unit, you're in good hands. These guys are Carrier factory authorized dealers. That's important. It could get you up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier and certainly turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call these guys today. It's 407-277-1159. Find them online at millsair.com.
We started Henyon & Walsh for people like you. People with integrity, honesty, and loyalty. The result? We care about you and your investment success. We're dedicated to your financial goals, so we'll always give you our best efforts because you've earned it. We're Henyon & Walsh and committed to you. Get a second opinion. Call 800-279-5279 or find us online. Investing involves risk, including the possible loss of principal. Advisory services provided by Henyon & Walsh Asset Management. Securities offered by Henyon & Walsh Inc. Member FINRA SIPC.
Hey, Space Coast, give your home a new look for the new year with new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen. From Titusville to Palm Bay, their Acclaim Impact windows are built for coastal Florida, engineered to protect your home from storms and help you save on energy costs all year long. And with their Smart Sunglass, you'll enjoy natural light and comfort without the heat. Now during their Happy Renewal Year sale, buy one replacement window or patio door and get the second 40% off. Plus enjoy zero down, zero payments, and zero 0% interest for 1 year. Here's what Julie had to say about Renewal by Andersen of Central Florida when she left a review on Google. Wonderful job as expected. All of our windows are officially replaced by Renewal by Andersen. The best ever. Thanks, guys. I love my new windows. Thank you for your class and communication and excellence. It's the perfect way to start 2026 with comfort, protection, and savings. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
Imagine kicking off the new year with $1,000 in your pocket. What would you do first? Splurge on a cozy winter getaway? Buy that gift you didn't get for Christmas? Start a postseason detox weekend? Whatever your plan is, we're not here to judge. We're here to give you a chance to win. $1,000 in your hand 13 times every weekday. It's simple. Hear the keyword, enter it on the website, answer your phone. You're in the right place. Real Radio 104.1, the station that does it better than anyone. This national contest sponsored by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
iHeartMedia presents the Fresh from Florida Groceries Giveaway. 50 lucky winners will each receive a $100 grocery voucher to indulge in Fresh from Florida goodness. Enter to win at iHeart.com/freshfromflorida.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. Mortgage rates have improved again this week. Get your quote for a refinance to lower payments or get cash out at thatmortgagguydon.com.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando. The playoffs start this weekend, and now you can trade on football legally in Florida on Kalshi. Right now, Pittsburgh is trading at 38% to beat Houston. That means a $100 trade pays out $264 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the odds change, you can buy in or out of your position all game long. And for a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code IHEART to get $20 when you trade 100. KALSHI, Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Reward yourself or someone else with a luxury pre-owned Rolex from International Diamond Center.
They're in pristine condition. Everything's been authenticated.
That's IDC's Brian LeClaire, who scours the world to find the highest quality Rolex timepieces. Immaculate, well cared for, flawless.
You're going to find that the quality and overall condition of the watches looks very much mint, the way that you'd want it. You're not going to see the difference when you shop at IDC between the ones that you'd get at your authorized dealer and what we have here.
And unlike the authorized Rolex dealers, IDC has all the models you want ready for purchase.
You want a Pepsi? We've got it. You want a Batman? We've got it. You want a Sprite? We've got it. You want a Bruce Wayne? We've got it. You want a Submariner All Gold? We've got it.
Exquisite pre-owned Rolex watches at the best prices you'll find anywhere.
We know what the pricing looks like in the marketplace around us, and we know that we completely obliterate the competition when it comes to the pricing.
Find the Rolex of your dreams today at International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall at Millennia.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station, guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Money. M-O-N-E-Y. Money. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Remember the saying, too, all beef patty, special sauce, and those just cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun? The only way they can call it all beef is the fact that they get it from a company named All Beef. Because the patty is 30% soy, if not more.
Is it really?
I've heard that before, that the company is called All Beef, and that's kind of a little...
That would be crazy.
Tricky trick.
All right, your 6 o'clock keyword is money, M-O-N-E-Y. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Money, guys. That is your 6 o'clock keyword. Good luck. We hope you win for sure. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
He is.
Every single Monday around this time, our good friend from 96.9 The Game drops by to talk some sports. You can hear him every day from 3 until 6. Good and loud for our buddy, Mr. Brandon Krabbe.
Hey! Woohoo!
What a weekend.
Oh, it was the best.
God almighty, what a weekend.
That was
what a weekend.
Well, sorry, Deb.
Thanks, Jack.
It wasn't great for everybody. Jags fans, probably not the happiest crew.
Oh, them too.
But the read that I got from the fans that listened to my afternoon show is that they're frustrated that they lost, but kind of happy with where the team is at.
Like Jags?
Like the Jags fans.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look,
hard to be upset.
You could easily make an argument that it was a fluke play that ended the game. I mean, it was a deflection interception. Those are the worst ever because you have no power over it as a quarterback. I mean, you maybe threw it into some tight coverage, but it didn't get intercepted per se.
I like how you just throw that. Like, maybe he threw it in the
yeah, but I mean, come on, man.
Maybe he threw it to a wide receiver that was completely covered.
But you're in the pros, dude. People throw into windows like that all the time. That's why they're the best of the best. That's why there's only like 30 of those dudes alive that can do that. So those things do happen. It just sucks for Jags fans that it came down to kind of a fluky play that ended it after they played so well all season long.
Well, that's the thing with regression.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. Well, I'm not saying that Josh Allen isn't a great player. You and I talked about this before the show today. This guy's a monster. He makes the throws nobody else can, but it wasn't like the Jags.
He's a gamer.
It was specifically important. Nothing about this game was more important than Trevor Lawrence not handing the ball to the opposition because he had to be perfect.
Yes.
If you're going to beat Josh Allen in a playoff game, this guy has been dying to get to the Super Bowl since he started taking off in 2018. And finally, he enters a postseason where Mahomes isn't there.
Right.
Burrow isn't there.
Right.
Lamar Jackson isn't there. This is as clear a path as he'll ever have. You think he doesn't know that?
Yeah, sure.
So you're going to go up against the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
The best player in the NFL.
Yeah, period. And you have to play mistake-free football, which, by the way, is exactly what Trevor Lawrence has been doing for the last 2 months. He has thrown 1 interception in his last 6 games. The problem is Trevor Lawrence has been the most turnover-prone quarterback since he was drafted in the NFL. And I think that we, as a collective, were being unrealistic if you expected that to not rear its ugly head. It was almost like he was too good for the last couple months of the season.
But you call that an interception, like a mistake on him in the sense that it was just deflected and it fell into somebody's hands? I mean, it wasn't like he threw a bad route or to bad coverage or broken coverage or that he threw it behind somebody so bad it got or overthrew somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where I'm coming from. It wasn't like it was a terrible pass.
It wasn't awful. Like, I'm not saying Trevor Lawrence isn't a good quarterback and that you should take away from the good season that he had, but when you throw the ball into traffic, that is one of the likely or possible outcomes. When you get away with that stuff for 2 months, it's going to rear its ugly head. And I think they had to know that going into this game. The Bills' defense, pass defense, is the best in the NFL. And at some point, Trevor Lawrence was going to be in a position where he had to test that defense. Sean McDermott is not a perfect head coach. One thing that he knows how to do is disguise coverage and confuse quarterbacks. And Trevor Lawrence has been largely feasting off of really bad defenses for the last couple months of the season. And I think it perhaps bloated some confidence for folks going into that game thinking, Jacksonville's got a better team than Buffalo. They should just be able to win. It was a really bad matchup schematically for Trevor Lawrence and that's just the defensive side. Then
they were a 1-point favorite kick. I mean, it wasn't like Jacksonville went in there as the Panthers, dude. I mean, they were a 1-point favorite at kick.
But I guess what I'm getting at is it felt like every quote unquote expert that I heard before the game was picking Jacksonville.
The spread went to Jacksonville -2 at kickoff.
Yeah. So
the Bills opened as favorites.
Yeah.
So
I know that.
There was
that line kept shifting.
Thank you, Jack. Astute analysis. the experts, the money, I know it's marginal in terms of the point spread, but we're talking about playoff NFL lines. You're not going to get massive movement. And so for it to move across the number 0 and then for the Jags to wind up as multi-point favorites before the game, there was a lot of Jags confidence going into that game.
And rightly so, though.
But I think it was a little, obviously, I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn here. I was saying all this on Friday. But with the benefit of hindsight, it's obvious that the Jags' confidence, there's a reason to be confident about where the organization is and how good the team is. A lot of their best players are young and they're cost controlled, and they didn't even have Travis Hunter. They drafted number 2 overall. They didn't even have him for the second half of the season. They get to bring him back next year. They have a first-year head coach who did a really good job. They have all the reasons in the world to be excited. Thank you, Liam. This particular game was set up for them to have Trevor make a mistake and not be able to stop Josh Allen when it mattered the most. Those were the two things that were they were up against, and both played out exactly that way.
Here's what you can look at it. And again, if I wasn't a Bucs fan, I would be a Jags fan because of the proximity of my hometown and because it's a Florida team, and I can't rate for Miami because Miami sucks or terrible. But there is some. I mean, he's the best in the league, and he's the and I would even think even if Mahomes was playing, he's better than Patrick Mahomes right now.
Yes.
He's a much more dangerous weapon than Patrick Mahomes right now. And these guys took these guys to the edge. I mean, it could have gone either way the entire game. So Jacksonville has a lot to look forward to. We only have a little bit of time. I do want to move on to some other games. What did you notice the other games? Just pick out your favorites. I mean, I thought the Packers-Bears game was really good. I know it sucks the Packers lost, but it was a really good football game.
Yeah, phenomenal. I think overall just how good all of the games were. I counted up, the only game that didn't have a lead change was the one last night between the Chargers and the Patriots. We had 16 lead changes in the NFL this weekend. That's phenomenal football. We had 4 go-ahead touchdowns in the final 2 minutes of games.
You can't get better.
It was phenomenal theater. It's one of the best football weekends I've ever viewed in my life.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the only game, and really even the Rams-Panthers game, most people thought that was going to be a snoozer, that the Rams are just going to blow them out. It wasn't even close to that. As a matter of fact, it came down to the last minute and a half, 2 minutes of the ball game before we really knew what was going to happen. And like every one of these games was great. I think it was, except for the Patriots game, every one of those games was a 4-point or less win, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's incredible. I mean, as a football fan, that's what you want.
Big time. And for them all to come down to the wire, and we saw some star-making performances. You know, I know it stings, but I thought that was a star-making day for Caleb Williams. The 4th and 8th throw that he had to Rome Odunze that's one of those plays that in Chicago sports, they're going to replay that until the end of time, especially if this team now goes on a further run. They were dead to rights multiple times in this game, and it is that sort of that's the beauty of the playoffs, these magical moments when it feels like it's impossible for things to go your way, and then for these tier 1 athletes to make moves that there's only a couple people on the planet that can do what Caleb Williams did.
I'm telling you that
down the stretch.
That rear shot of him, like looking down the field to pass, I just saw it this morning for the first time. That dude, as he's rolling left at full speed, has to jump in midair so that he could, because he couldn't do this with his body on the ground. He has to jump so he can twist his body to make the throw. So not only is he hauling ass dead left, he jumps dead left, and in mid-jump throws this pass, a dot, just throws this dot to this kid. It's unbelievable. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Yeah. Absolute coaching clinic from the 49ers. I heard Colin Cowherd say this, and it was so astute, so accurate, that Kyle Shanahan coaching against Nick Sirianni, it was like one coach was using ChatGPT and the other was using crayons.
And then they had some trouble on the sidelines with Sirianni going at Jones or
A.J. Brown. They start going at it. They're going to end up making some pretty big changes. They're stuck with this Jalen Hurts contract. I know that he just won a Super Bowl, but I don't think he can operate a functional offense as a passer. And if he's not, I don't know if it was the way the play design was or because he's gotten paid, he doesn't want to take the hits now. But if he's not running, he's kind of useless.
And I got to tell you something else. The coaching in that last minute was crazy. They didn't call a timeout after that. I mean, they had a minute 18 left, and they let like 18 20 seconds roll off that clock. No time. They had 3 full timeouts.
Yeah.
I mean,
the 49ers are dealing with, they have more injuries right now than any other team that's remaining in the playoffs.
They're done right now, though. That's it. So that was their last week.
That was,
Yeah, because Kittle's out. They're done. They have no weapons. McCaffrey can't do it all. Brock Purdy doesn't have what it takes to do it all.
Seattle's going to run the ball like 40 times against them, and there's nothing San Francisco can do, which is why, by the way, that's what Philadelphia should have done. And for whatever reason, they felt the need to drop back and pass.
Which is stupid because Saquon was getting, he had to have averaged 4 yards a carry. It seemed like every time he touched the ball, it was 4 to 7 yards.
The 49ers are playing linebackers that they activated from their practice squad.
Right. It's crazy.
They have their third string linebacker, Tatum Bethune, who went to UCF and Florida State. He's out for the year. Like, they're just grabbing guys off the street. Like, hey, you want to throw on a Niners jersey? We need help.
It's funny. You still have that much confidence in the Rams after that game?
I still have a lot of confidence in the Rams. I think the Panthers have been criminally underrated all year. And I know they backed into the playoffs, but they had some really impressive wins. They beat the Packers early in the year. They did already beat the Rams. The LA Rams. And I thought that they would show up. The Rams defensively, offensively, Stafford having his pick of the litter in terms of throwing the ball to Nakua or to Devontae Adams. They have a couple of dangerous running backs. To me, it comes down to the Rams and the Seahawks. I think will be the teams. One of those two teams will end up representing the NFC. And then on the AFC side, I'd be surprised at this point if it wasn't the Bills or the Patriots.
Yeah. Patriots Seahawks is what I hear over and over and over and over again. Seahawks defense is so good, but we get to see the Texans tonight. We don't know. I mean, it's going to be very interesting to watch them play. I mean, obviously Pittsburgh isn't going to be the test that they would get in other levels of the playoffs, but still a good football team with a Super Bowl winning quarterback with a lot to play for, simply because they have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. Texas's defense is as good as it gets, and we'll see if what's his face can kind of hold it together and and keep the offense running actively.
Yeah, it's going to be a very cold night, by the way.
Did the Pope bean come up on your show?
The who?
The Pope.
The Pope was on? No.
He should have. That's how Chicago won.
The last two popes, the year they were installed, Seattle went to the Super Bowl. We had a new pope installed this year.
Wow. Wow. Look at there.
See, this is the gap in my analysis. I don't even take this stuff into account.
This is a stat you don't take into account.
Right. This is like the Steelers using the priest to spray the holy water, and then the Ravens miss field goals.
Always good seeing you, buddy. You guys give it up good and loud for Brandon Kravitz. There he is.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, shout out to Wing House. Good food, beautifully served. Mondays, always a great way to start your week over at Wing House. $1 margaritas every Monday. Go and check it out. Wing House, 3 Central Florida locations.
Also, don't miss him on the Magic broadcast along with Jay Chapman. These guys do a great job. Every single broadcast, a lot of fun.
Yeah, ton of fun. And the next game is on Thursday. We start early, 1:30 pregame. I'll have you covered on 96.9 The Game. 2:00 tip. The team is in Berlin. I am not going to Berlin. I'll be in the studio right across the hall. But I think tea leaves that Franz Wagner is coming back.
Yeah, baby, that's good. All right, man, good seeing you. Always see. All right, 407-916-1041. Ray Trindley up next with TK Law.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
That crash has been cleared up on I-4 westbound at World Drive, although it's still bumper to bumper from State Road 535. There's an accident on I-4 westbound near Florida's Turnpike, slowing things down. An emergency cruiser still off to the shoulder on the Greenway southbound before 408, clearing up that overturned vehicle. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
You can depend on Florida farmers. Our farm is where we live and work. It's where we raise our families and provide for yours. When you shop for Florida-grown fruits and vegetables, look for local. Choose Fresh from Florida, the homegrown brand of Florida farmers.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. The new year just got a lot more affordable. With recent Federal Reserve rate cuts, interest rates are coming down, as low as 0% APR. If you've been waiting to upgrade, now's the time. Greenway has financing options designed to take advantage of today's lower rates. even if you have less than perfect credit. See what's available now at greenwaykias.com. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
With approved credit. Offers expire 2/5/26.
I'm a big lip gloss fan. And listen, I've tried so many different ones. Maybelline Lifter Gloss is definitely the one for me. No sticky feel, super hydrating. Maybelline Lifter Gloss has been one I've used forever, and I suggest you do too. Go find it at the Dollar General near you. Don't forget, it's Maybelline Lifter Gloss.
iHeartMedia presents the Fresh from Florida Groceries Giveaway. 50 lucky winners will each receive a $100 grocery voucher to indulge in Fresh from Florida goodness. Enter to win at iHeart.com/freshfromflorida.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Guys, you know what? If your T is low, you got low testosterone, it's time to get your edge back with Red Mountain Weight Loss. And if you get Red Mountain Weight Loss and get on testosterone therapy, they're going to give you 1 month of a GLP-1 weight loss medication for absolutely free. That's a $299 value. Hey, man, it's worth it. If you're getting older, it doesn't mean that you got to, feel old. Prescription testosterone restores your get up and go, and it'll have you feeling like you're 20 again. Gain more muscle and, less effort in the gym. You're going to feel better. You're going to sleep better, and you're going to love a little bit better, if you know what I mean. It's Red Mountain Weight Loss. Don't be fooled. Nothing boosts testosterone like actual testosterone. It's a game changer, and you're going to look better, and you're going to lose weight. And remember, you get a combo of testosterone and a GLP-1. It will burn that belly fat, and you're going to get ripped. So this month, get your free GLP-1 medication, a $299 value when you start testosterone therapy, only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Book your video appointment today. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or dial pound 250 on your phone and say the keyword Red Mountain.
We're hiring at A1 Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job. It's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at a1garage.com/careers.
A1garage.com. A1 from day one.
You made it through the holidays, but that constant sniffle might be more than just a cold. Trouble breathing, allergies, sinus infections? That's where Aspire Allergy and Sinus comes in. You're busy, and who has time for allergy testing and weekly shots? At Aspire, we make it easy with same-day results and a personalized treatment plan built just for you. Skip the meds that only mask symptoms. Aspire offers real solutions so you can breathe easier and feel better for good. Visit AspireAllergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
I'm Mo DeWitt, your local Orlando injury attorney. I'm here to talk when you need me, ready to listen. You deserve someone who's available, responsive, and truly invested in your case. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. I'm just one call away at 1-800-CALL-MO.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied. It's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The ristoranti, restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria. And of course, American touches, like a sports bar and water slides. Bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now and cruise from $199 plus up to $500 onboard credit and kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Went to the doctor to get checked out. He said, everything's really good. Do want to let you know, though, you are pre-diabetic. And I was like, who isn't, right?
From King of Queens and his comedy specials, Kevin James brings his new tour, Eat the Frog, to Dr. Phillips Center Saturday, January 17th.
Do you have diabetes? He goes, no. But I go, could you get diabetes? He said, I guess so. I go, let me tell you something. You're pre-diabetic.
Don't miss comedian Kevin James live. Tickets on sale now at drphillipscenter.org.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel. Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Watch radio being made on a daily basis at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
the Jim Colbert Show, Prince of the Island. Jimmy, today, my princess married me on this day, 31 years ago. My daughter turns 35. She is a fire medic. She lives really close to you in the villages. Actually, she said she goes past you once or twice every day. And yes, Jimmy, she's going to save your AWS. And Jack, too. And, of course, Deborah. And can you wish us happy birthday?
There we go. Happy birthday.
Always good for it. I love it. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Your 6 o'clock keyword is money, M-O-N-E-Y. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000, guys. Money's the word. Go get it. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here.
Word.
Every single Monday around this time, our good friend from TK Law, that's onefirmforlife.com, drives by to talk about things happening in the world of law. You guys give it up good and loud for Mr. Ray Trindley.
Hey! Woohoo!
Happy Monday.
What's up, big dog? How you doing?
I'm surviving the total and utter collapse of the Green Bay Packers Saturday night. What a depressing night that was.
They just handed that game over.
It was so bad.
It was terrible. That was a really bad loss for the Packers.
It's been that way since 2013 when they had that collapse against Seattle. And they can't seem to figure out in the playoffs. So.
Yeah. It's a tough week. It was a really good weekend for football, though. But
Yeah, just not for the Packers.
Well, I was pulling for the Jags, same type thing. You know, I just tried to argue.
That was a brutal ending.
Yeah.
Brutal.
I mean, I went into the kitchen to get some more buffalo chicken dip, and I heard my daughter's boyfriend yell out, "No." And then when I went into the living room, he had opened the front door and just started running through the yard. He was not happy.
Well,
I've had that energy before.
That's a complete true story, too.
Yeah.
I'm cheering for the Steelers now to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, you really?
See if Aaron Rodgers can't win a Super Bowl with the Steelers.
That's got to be 1 to 1,000. Like if you were to go to the app right now and bet, what is that, Jack? You have the app, right?
I don't know. I lost a lot of money already this season, so I figure why not ride with Aaron Rodgers?
I wonder if you were to put 100 right now on the Pittsburgh Steelers to win the Super Bowl, what it would pay.
I think it was like $11.60.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah, very nice. Hey, so we were talking. I emailed you a little bit earlier. We're talking and about what we were going to talk about today, right? And you know, it's come up over and over after the Minnesota shooting of what's her Good is her last name, Renee Good. After the shooting, obviously, this has been the debate in America and actually nationally, globally, for a while now. Since it happened, this has been the thing that's happened. So now we're starting to see the repercussions of other politicians figuring out how they're going to try to handle a scenario like this when ICE agents start rolling into their city 2,000 and 3,000 deep and going door to door, checking IDs and things of that nature. And there's going to be confrontation because people do not want them there. But one of the things that's very interesting that's come up now is that Minnesota has talked about filing charges against this federal officer for state laws. Now, everybody knows that, you can be immune for federal crimes or you can be pardoned for that through the president. President can pardon you for any federal crime, right? Now, he is a federal officer, so theoretically anything he's doing could be considered a federal action.
Right.
But when you're in a state, even as a federal officer and you shoplifted, you're going to jail for that. Because you are still breaking a state crime.
Right.
Or if you steal or if you do anything, theoretically, you could still go to jail because that's not a federal crime. It's in the state. And even though you're a federal officer, you could still go to jail.
For the violation of a state law as opposed to a federal law. Right.
So how do they believe, now the theory is that they're going to try to indict this guy for murder.
Right.
How does that work? How is that true? Is there some nuance there we don't know about?
Yeah, so it's a really interesting... We'll call it an onion because it's got a lot of layers of legal issues here. So first is you break any state law, you can be prosecuted. Just like if I was, speeding and I got pulled over, they could punish me.
Right, soliciting prostitution, whatever.
Right, whatever it is. As long as it's a state law, the state can punish you. But there's this precedent of qualified immunity that protects federal employees, and specifically in this case, law enforcement officers, from violation of federal laws and being sued civilly. So that's the terminology that was used by Vice President Vance in describing what he quoted as absolute immunity, which I don't think it's quite absolute.
So what he was saying is her family now will not be able to sue that officer civilly for her death.
As long as it was for the person was, working in their capacity as a federal officer and that a reasonable federal officer would have done something similar, right? So like it's a fairly low bar. It used to be much harder under case law, but that case law has been eroded over the last 40 years to make it much more
benign, like less, no teeth.
Right. It's so much harder now to go after these federal officers. So that's the one layer of federal immunity. So then you've got the state law issue, right? And so we have what's called preemption. So the idea of preemption is if there's a state law and there's a federal law on the exact same issue, and this is an oversimplification of it, that the federal law preempts, which, it stands in place of the state law.
Right. It overrides it. It trumps it.
That's right. So the question is whether or not then the state of Minnesota can file state charges for murder, even though they would technically also violate a federal law under state statutes and under state constitution. And I think the answer to that is it can. And then you're stuck with a circuit level type judge, so somebody who's either appointed or elected in the state of Minnesota by the people of Minnesota, who's going to be making a judgment call on whether the case should be removed to federal court. Because if I'm the law enforcement officer's attorney,
you want it out of Minnesota as quickly as possible.
I want it out of the state court. I want it in the federal court where I then get back to qualified immunity and all those other things. And there's there's a lot of gray area over whether or not something like that would work. We saw this with the George Floyd officers, where the state actually got very creative outside of its own sovereign immunity. So state has sovereign immunity. Outside of its sovereign immunity, they charged them for the deprivation of constitutional rights under color of law, which is just like a 250-year-old law that they prosecuted on. And so it'd be interesting to see, because that was, again, that same area.
Breonna Taylor is the same thing, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And so they find creative ways to prosecute these under state law.
Right.
And so it wouldn't surprise me if they don't do something similar here. But this, with this being an ICE agent, so a federal law enforcement agent, it adds that one extra wrinkle of it's a federal employee and where the appropriate place for that case to be held would be.
Yeah, but the feds aren't giving up any information for an investigation. Wouldn't that be the first thing that would happen? Is Minnesota would have to investigate this federal officer, go through all the evidence, all the camera shots, all the take statements from every other person that was standing around. They would gather that evidence, and then they would pitch a case to the state to see if there was even enough evidence to bring a charge against the officer. But if the feds aren't releasing the information and they have complete control because it is a federal investigation, how is Minnesota supposed to gather enough information to even file a charge?
So you see this stuff on TV all the time where it's like the FBI and my wife has recently been watching this TV show called Blue Bloods.
Yeah, Blue Bloods, yeah.
And so I saw this one of their episodes recently, and I think it's pretty common on TV, right, where there's a federal investigation and there's a state investigation and they don't get along. And we also saw in Die Hard, too.
Yeah, I was about to say that very thing. I'm the feds. I'm in charge now.
Right. And so it's not uncommon. And to be fair, I know people in federal law enforcement who have put it that bluntly to me that that's kind of the way these investigations work sometimes. But what we're seeing now is not so much in the spirit of, we have the same goal. I just think I'm better at it. It's definitely seeming like a cover-up, right? I'm going to block your ability to get any access to any of this information.
It was one of the first statements they made, is that the information was not going to be available. No information they had was going to be available.
And so it, to me, stinks, right? Like, and I'm not trying to talk politics here and whether I think it's right or it's not right.
Yeah.
I've got a real problem with law enforcement and the investigating agencies not being held accountable. And it's fine that you've got an ongoing investigation. You don't have to share the information while the investigation is still pending. But what it looks like, at least from my perspective watching the news cycle, is that they have no intention of sharing it ever.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
It's going to be one of those stories that dies in a closet somewhere, and we're all going to be asking what happened.
Let me ask you real quick, as a Florida attorney, right?
Yeah.
And I know that sometimes it's difficult to ask you guys questions about law or legal issues that happen outside the state of Florida because you're not licensed, and Steve used to say that all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not licensed in Virginia, but because each state have their own different rules.
Little nuances, yeah.
Yeah, here in Florida we have stand your ground. I don't know how many other states have stand your ground, but in Florida it's pretty prevalent. We've obviously already talked about that in numerous times.
Right.
If you are a lawyer and this was a stand your ground issue, and this wasn't a cop involved. It was just two motorists. They'd gotten into maybe an argument on the road. And the one guy gets out of his car, starts approaching. She turns her wheels, try to get away. The guy says she tried to run me over. I was defending myself, and shoots her once through the windshield, then twice through the window. Does that hold up in court based on what you've seen in video?
I think that's a really tough case when you take out of the context of law enforcement and you have two civilians involved in that interaction. I think it's a really tough case for stand your ground. Mostly because for stand your ground, think of it as you're always the victim in a stand your ground.
Right,
it's not that it's always the case, but essentially it's designed that you're able to use deadly force to repel deadly force. When we're talking about self-defense, we see, which is a little bit a lower standard, what we're really talking about is that, even if you initially, instigated the provocation, if the other person escalates it using deadly force, then at that point you can use deadly force.
Right, yeah.
And I think that when you leave your vehicle where you're safe in, right, and then you approach somebody with a firearm already drawn, and then they try to drive away, and anybody who's driven a car knows you can't turn on a dime, and they try to drive away, and then you start shooting them, that's not going to be self-defense.
Yeah, that's against law. I mean, we know that. Actually, a number of the shows and a number of the things I've read, you can't. It's against our Constitution to shoot a fleeing vehicle as an officer. And interestingly, when I saw the video for the first time, we were on the air, and I looked at it. I was like, well, she's turning her wheels to the right. I mean, she's obviously trying to just go down the road. And the video that showed beforehand. Now, by the way, we also mentioned on the show that this is a really tough case because she was advancing toward him. He didn't know what was going on. Her wheels were turned right, but he's not looking down.
Sure.
He's looking at the car coming at him. He's looking at his buddy, engaging her through the window, telling her to get out of the car. She's not complying.
She's refusing a lawful command.
She's not complying. So his assumption at that point is, I have somebody in a car. I'm in front of it. She's not complying with a federal officer who has multiple times told her to get out of the car.
Sure.
So you could see where the justification of this shooting would be in that manner. You just wonder if that's protocol or not. And the reason I say that is this. I mean, how many people did Obama and Bush, by the way, deport? We never heard stories like this.
Right.
There were never news stories of, a Gestapo-esque crews running through neighborhoods, checking IDs, door to door. But yet there were millions of people deported under Obama and under Bush. So just to make it so it's not a bipartisan thing, or
Sure.
because it's bipartisan, both of those presidents were very successful getting millions of people out of this country that did not belong here. And we never had stuff like this.
Well, and I think, to your point, law enforcement has been put in a really difficult situation because tensions are rising. And anytime that happens, it becomes very difficult to de-escalate.
Can I tell you, dangerous. I mean, I saw some stuff out of Minnesota today where ICE guys were walking around, and I mean, there were hordes of people.
Right.
I mean, you don't know what any of those people are doing,
and
the temperature's high.
Right. You don't know who has a weapon, who doesn't have a weapon, who's going to be following. Like, it's a very bad situation, and so I think it's unfair to expect law enforcement to always be able to de-escalate a situation like this, although that's the expectation.
Sure, yeah.
They should.
That's what
be
the
able
training's
to.
supposed to do.
Right. I imagine it's very difficult. So I agree with you. Like, they're not looking at the wheels. They don't have all of the abilities that we do to look at the angles after the fact at that moment. It's a split second. I just think, from my perspective as a lawyer, if that was a civilian on civilian, the person who's shooting is going to jail. I think with law enforcement being involved, I think outside the qualified immunity and outside, those issues, I think that the only thing that I can think of that would substantially change my opinion that this would, this is going to be a tough case for anybody in court to figure out is if there had been contact with one of those officers with the vehicle. Because I remember one of the initial reports was that the car initially hit one of the people and then...
Well, I mean, Trump said the shooter was run over, and obviously he was not.
Right.
He actually walked to the vehicle afterwards, and he walked completely perfectly.
The shooter wasn't hit.
Yeah, the shooter was not hit.
But conceptually speaking, if another law enforcement officer was hit with the car, that changes the perspective of whether the shooting was necessary.
100%.
So that to me is the biggest fact that changes things. I think this is a really tough case, and I think I think legally, I don't think that there's going to be charges that are going to go forward against the officer.
Yeah.
I think that the way the media and the government has been handling this is a problem, more so than the officers' actions. I think the officers, were put in a tough position. I think they did what they did, and whether it was legally justified or not, you can't change what happened.
Yeah, the chick is parked in the dead center of the road. Apparently, she'd been there like 3.5 minutes.
Right.
The car was pulling up to tell her to leave. When they got out of the car, they said, she said something to them while her wife was on the other side of the car, basically daring an ICE agent to do something, quote, pack a lunch, big boy, or something of that nature. So there was very caustic language and provocation coming from both people that were inside that vehicle. The one girl, the driver, Renee, she looked kind of shell-shocked, like she didn't know what she was doing there.
Right.
And then, of course, after the fact, her wife said that she felt it was her fault because she really wasn't that kind of person and didn't really belong down there. It was her wife that was a bit more militant when it came to the protests. She was just kind of driving.
Right.
And, of course, the worst possible thing happened.
So it's a tough case. I think under the qualified immunity, and like you mentioned before, even if they were to find, and again, it's a really high bar that the officer didn't act reasonably, you've got the ability to pardon. So it would have to be a state law action.
Yeah.
I think what's more likely is the good family ends up suing the federal government under the Federal Tort Claims Act, and that's probably where they're going to get their best recovery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's probably
interesting.
That's probably where it's going to happen.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I mean, wouldn't that be an admission of guilt?
The federal government, I mean, is still obligated to protect people, and if they harm somebody, ultimately be liable for it. So, but we saw this with the who's the young lady in Kentucky? You said her name earlier.
Breonna Taylor?
Breonna Taylor. We saw that with her. That's how they were able to get recovery.
Yeah.
We've seen it with some of these other law enforcement cases. So that's my guess.
Interesting. All right, Ray Trinley, it's TK Law, onefirmforlife.com. That's the website. Handles a number of disciplines in the world of legalities, whether it be divorces, whether it be estate planning, whether it be trip and fall, car accident, everything in between. Real estate, he's done so many things for me. It's ridiculous. Trust me, if you have an issue, just give them a call. They will be able to handle it, or at least get you somebody that can for sure. They do that all the time. Again, that's onefirmforlife.com. Deb, got some news?
Yeah, we're going to talk about cruise ship passengers falling ill. Ooh. Florida aims to streamline the registration process and a new honor for Muhammad Ali. We'll talk about that next during You Heard It Here First.
Cool. Let's take a little break. We'll come back in a second, get Deb's news, and get the hell out of here on a Monday.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James McGill and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Temperatures have tumbled behind a cold front, and that's certainly been the story for our Monday. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. It won't be quite as cold overnight. We'll have temperatures to the northwest, still in the 40s, but across the Orlando metro in the low to mid-50s. With the help of the cloud cover, we won't be able to bottom out quite as cool, but still probably a hoodie or sweatshirt kind of morning. Then for our Tuesday afternoon, temperatures moderate a little bit. We're back into the lower 70s for the most part. Just a lot of cloud cover overhead. We'll still see some peaks of sun at times, but overall not the brightest of days across the region. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Pizza Hut.
Watching football this weekend? Get the big New Yorker from Pizza Hut for just $10. It's our biggest pizza for the biggest games. Giant foldable slices, huge flavor. So order now at pizzahut.com or in the app. As for limited time offer, prices, participation, and availability may vary. Additional charge for extra toppings, max 3 and extra cheese. Taxes, tip, and delivery fee not included.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news if you're considering a reverse mortgage. Rates have improved again this week. Get a same-day quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Poker Mayhem returns to Daytona Beach and Orange City Poker this January 7th through 19th with Multi-Room Mayhem 2. 2 rooms, 16 flights, and a $250,000 guaranteed prize pool, including $50,000 guaranteed to first place. Following the first run that paid out over $480,000, buy in for just $250 and take your shot at poker's biggest January series. Multi-Room Mayhem 2, January 7th through 19th, only at Daytona Beach and Orange City Racing and Card Clubs.
Start your engines. This January, the world's largest collector car auction returns to Kissimmee, Florida. Mecum Auctions brings 13 days of full throttle excitement, iconic rides, and fun for the whole family. Mecum delivers the ultimate automotive experience. See thousands of classics, muscle cars, exotics, and more cross the block. Come experience Mecum Auctions live in Kissimmee, January 6th through the 18th.
Eligibility and results may vary. If you're on Medicare and living in the Orlando area, getting great dental care doesn't have to be confusing or expensive. Sage Dental is here to help you understand your Medicare benefits and make your care as simple and affordable as possible. Whether you need a routine cleaning or advanced care like implants, crowns, oral surgery, or custom dentures, Sage Dental brings all your dental needs conveniently together under one roof. At Sage, we use the latest in dental innovation, including minimally invasive techniques for more comfort and faster healing. Need a crown? Sage can create same-day custom crowns right in our office. In addition to Medicare, we accept most insurance plans. No insurance? Our Sage Care Plus plan can save you up to 65% on general or specialty dental care. Sage Dental, leading with innovation centered on your care. Same-day appointments available. Call 800-218-8877. 800-218-8877. That's 800-218-8877.
When disasters like floods, fires, or storms strike a commercial property, operations can come to a standstill. If you're looking for a quick response to get your property restored with minimal interruption, that's when Paul Davis Restoration steps in. For over 50 years, we've restored buildings and confidence with fast response and expert recovery. Our goal? Reduce downtime and keep your business moving forward. Learn more at orlando.pauldavis.com. Paul Davis Restoration. When things go wrong, we do what's right.
Facing a criminal charge can change your life in an instant. Who you call next matters. Smith & Yulo Law Firm are the criminal defense attorneys in Florida, fighting for people like you. Our compassionate criminal defense attorneys work tirelessly, offering personalized support and even payment plans. And we're available 24/7. Don't wait. Your defense can't. Call Smith & Yulo at 352-WIN-4YOU. Smith & Yulo Law Firm, protecting your future with trusted criminal defense. Offices Orlando.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel. Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Now that a new year is here, start 2026 by showing your gratitude. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose, celebrating the incredible impact of public school educators. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life who's gone above and beyond for their students to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom. Teachers give their time, money, and hearts to help students succeed. Help us say thank you to the educators shaping our future. Get all the info and nominate a teacher who goes the extra mile today at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan.
Our friends at TK Law want to remind us to look ahead, so that we will do tomorrow on Real Radio, a Tuesday edition of The Monsters. Will it be Angelique the Dancing Queen? Will it be Crime Line Detective Barb? Will they both be in tomorrow? Tune in to find out. Monsters start at 6 a.m. on Real Radio. And when it comes time to look ahead for you and your family, do it with the great team at TK Law, just like I did. Get online and go to onefirmforlife.com.
This is the Jim Colbert Show. Take us with you for free on the iHeartRadio app.
What up, JCS crew? Hey, if Friendly Ray is still there, does ICE have the same authority as local law enforcement? Because it does not seem like they go through enough training or as extensive training as any other law enforcement officer. I'm just curious of how that works.
Yeah, this guy was a cop for 10 years, right?
Jimmy, I am so disappointed in you. I love you to death, but I don't grasp how you are defending this. It is not okay. And then they go and they take all of his stuff out of his house and help him leave? Come on. You're smarter than this. I still love the show.
Thank you.
I'm of the opinion on the good discussion that if we just comply with orders, and if it's illegal of the orders, then we can fight that in court, and it can be shown in court, and everybody stays alive, and we fight another day. Regardless of your political affiliation, just do what's right. My hot take.
You might have to fight it from a Nicaraguan prison. But.
Yeah, I was going to say. I'm sorry you're disappointed in me. I'm just, when you look at the evidence, one of the reasons I asked Ray, was this a stand your ground issue? Because the very first thing I thought when I saw the video was, that's going to qualify for a stand your ground argument. I didn't say it was right. I didn't say that at all. All I said is the officer, more than likely in a court of law, would have been justified for at least firing the first shot. I don't know about the other two, but when you look at the video, you could make a compelling argument that the woman was coming toward him. She'd already been defiant by sitting in the middle of the road for 2 or 3 minutes while videoing. So there was a lot of evidence going into that. It's a total tragedy, 1,000%.
And I challenge that one caller who said these ICE agents are not trained. They went through some extensive training outside the Capitol on January 6th in 2021.
All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. I'm Jim. There's Jack.
Yep.
Ray Trinley hanging out for a few more seconds. That's TK Law, onefirmforlife.com. And Deb's got your news. Let's do it.
It's time for You Heard It Here First on the Jim Colbert Show.
The CDC is reporting the first major norovirus outbreak of 2026, this time on a Holland America cruise ship. Nearly 90 passengers and crew members on board the ship were affected. It departed Fort Lauderdale on December 28th and was forced to return this past weekend. The cruise line increased cleaning and disinfection procedures, isolated those who were sick, and took stool samples for testing. The cases were said to be, quote, mostly mild, end quote. All right, Florida lawmakers are hoping to streamline the vehicle registration process. A proposal would get rid of those yellow vehicle registration stickers starting in 2026. If passed, it would save motorists and county officials money. No word on just how much money right now. The proposal, sponsored by Representative Tom Fabricio and Senator Ana Maria Rodriguez, was filed for the upcoming session, which starts tomorrow. Wish they could have gotten rid of it for the month of January, but oh well.
Yeah.
At least I can go to the Loch Levin Publix and apparently renew mine for under 2 minutes.
There you go.
And then finally, Muhammad Ali will be honored with his own postal stamp this week.
Really?
The USPS will hold a first day of issue event in the boxing legend's hometown of Louisville, Kentucky on Thursday. The stamps feature a black and white photo of Ali in his famous boxing pose, along with his name in large capital letters. Ali once famously said, quote, "I should be a postage stamp because that's the only way I'll ever get licked." End quote.
Still got it.
The stamps can be pre-ordered online now. And you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert Show.
Thank you, Deb. Appreciate that very much. Who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank the friendly attorney, Ray Trinley from TK Law. Yay!
He's a beast.
OneFirmForLife.com.
This guy is a beast.
Also want to thank Brandon Kravitz from 96.9 The Game, just in case you missed him talking sports. The wrap-up of the slate of NFL games over the weekend. His podcast has already been posted at the Jim Colbert Show. And last but never least, Sam Bowen and Candace Rich for running our YouTube chat. Thanks, you guys.
Appreciate that, as we do always. Jack, question of the day?
Sure. Is that how you do it? Sure. Do you, oh God, I forgot about this one. Do you look at your toilet paper to ensure that you are done? Right?
How else
right?
do you know if you need a wipe again?
Well,
So hold on.
According to Jim, it's
hold
friction.
on. Let me help you out a little bit, all right? I don't buy toilet paper that has a lot of lotion in it, because you know you do that sometimes, and we want to make it softer in your bum.
No, I like the aloe.
Yeah. The thing is you can't tell because it's so slippery when you're done.
You can. You got two eyes.
No, dude, you don't. I ain't looking at it. I ain't doing that. I'm not inspecting that. I'm not a doctor. So, whatever.
You don't need a PhD. All you got to do is just one more wipe.
You just need eyesight.
So what's the question again? What percentage of the
Do you
audience
look
looks?
at your toilet paper to ensure that you are done? What percentage of the people in the YouTube chat
They're clean people, 90%.
It's 95.
It's 88.
Is 88?
Yeah.
Wow.
Good. All right, get some other scumbags out there. Thank you, Ezra. Thank you very much. All right, coming up.
Those are the people who accidentally hit the wrong button.
Yeah. All right, what'd you do that's new tomorrow? Scott Brown in tomorrow. The triumphant return of Scott Brown for It's Only Money. Plus, we'll do your calls, text, and talkbacks. Are we doing the Froggers football follow-up tomorrow as well?
Oh, yeah.
Froggers football follow-up. Is this our last $25 gift card, or we got them all the way through the playoffs?
I think we have 2 more after this. I'll confirm, but yeah, we planned it so we could go through the playoffs.
Very nice. All right, very good. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ray, I'm Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters in the morning after us. It's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We will see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Monday. We'll see you tomorrow.
And stay warm. Bye.
It's the damn dentures, y'all.
You missed any part of today's show, check out the Jim Colbert Show on demand. And for highlighted feature segments, listen to the Jim Colbert Show The Goods. Both are available for free on the iHeartRadio app.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
I-4 eastbound before that Florida's Turnpike exit. There's a crash off to the shoulder getting cleared up westbound on I-4 through that World Drive area. It's bumper to bumper still. Traffic's backed up from State Road 535. There's an accident on 429 southbound before US 192 getting cleared up off